He's a runner, he's a track star. He gon' run away if it's hard. He gets to the bank, he can just call. Can't hurt anyone cause his hands soft. Do not wanna hear but talk on Twitter. He don't do the race just like this one. I didn't even pay when I refund.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling,
When Benavidez gets cooking, it's like fighting an octopus.
El Bandera Roja, David Benavidez.
To everybody that's in 168, you know, I'm coming for everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Charlo, Caleb Plant, Canelo, I'm coming for all of them.
Canelo, hell of a fighter. But it's my personal opinion, he's ducking Benavidez.
I think everybody wants to see me against Canelo, right?
David Benavidez.
Yo,
This brother right here, I'd like to see Canelo against somebody like that.
I definitely like punishing and hurting individuals. That's what I love to do.
And now Benavidez unloading.
I got a lot of power too, and I throw punches and punches, and I don't get tired.
The jab leads with the right, and there's that hand speed.
I'm ready to fight whoever, whenever. I can beat Canelo tomorrow, and I can beat Charlo tomorrow too. The big Charlo want to get it too?
So Charlo would be the alternative.
He don't want to get in the ring with me because he's a pussy. That's why.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I've never liked Caleb Plant. It's never been a secret. I never liked Caleb Plant. At the end of the day, I'm not nobody's friend. I don't want to be nobody's friend. I'm here to knock people out. If you don't want to get knocked out, don't mention my name. In this game, it really is kill or be killed. You know, it's either you or me. And I pick me all the time.
Finish him.
SCS promotion.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. on the West Coast, 9 a.m. on the East Coast. The Breakfast Cup of Boxing, bringing you the best, the latest, and the greatest. Today, we're going to be discussing the big fight, the pay-per-view fight, the Mexican Monster taking on Demetrius Andrade, the gold medalist, the slick fighter, the slick talker, the funny guy, the character. The question is, will this fight live up to the hype? Mike Tyson gave David Benavidez the name the Mexican Monster. But on the other side of him, you have the green print, an African American, a slick black fighter. But the truth is, sometimes it becomes a cat and mouse game. So will this fight live up to the hype, or will this be another Shakur-like performance where the slick fighter is trying to stay away from the power puncher, trying to not engage? Is that what's going to take place Saturday? Or will Benavidez cut the distance? Because some say it was De Los Santos' fault. So will Benavidez cut the distance? Will he be able to get to Andrade? Or could Andrade easily outbox the Mexican Monster, who some people say he squares up? Some people say he's been making that weight for way too long. He's missed weight. He's been on record starting camps 4 and 5 months early. You know? Like a 4 to 5 month camp. So he takes big pre-camps. I mean, is the weight cut gonna be an issue? Is Andrade's slickness, awkwardness gonna be an issue? Do we see this fight living up to the hype? Is there a way that the Mexican Monster won't be a monster on Saturday night? I hope not. I hope it lives up to the hype. Boxing fans can use an action-packed pay-per-view fight because if we're going to pay, man, we want to be entertained for sure. Now, Andre's never been in a boring fight. Not that I remember. I watched tons of Andre fights. I mean, I'm pretty sure he fought Willie Nelson, Cool Clay. I even watched early fights of Andre when he was on ESPN. I think he fought, no, I was about to say Prentice Brewer, but another Brewer like Brewster or something like that. We would have to look it up. I'm having that Hardin start right now. Shout out to Hardin. Desert Inn Road right here in Las Vegas. Use the code TBV. Get yourself a little discount. Make sure you stop there and you ask for Stephanie or Kiki in that order. I watched all his DAZN fights. You know, I'm an old Andre fan. You know, the thing is, I'm not one of those fans that like stays your fan forever. You know what I'm saying? Like Andre, he's been at the top for a minute, but for whatever reason, hasn't been able to prove he belongs on the top. He's just been there, you know, vacant titles and such. Just puts him there. But the level of opposition has never been as good as his contemporaries. He's just never done what the people you try to compare him to have done. So this is really his big fight, his coming out party. This is that fight for Andrade. I mean, he doesn't have many names. You know, without disrespect, the biggest name may be Jason Quigley, maybe. I'm not even sure. This will be the one, right? Like, there's been plenty of people telling us Andrade is special, and he just hasn't gotten that opportunity. He's 32-0 with 19 KOs. You know, our good friend J-Mac has given us the stat that in at least 9 or 10 of his fights, his last fights, he's gotten a knockdown. You know, out of the last 10 to 12 fights, he's gotten 10 or 9 knockdowns. Shout out to Ryan O'Hara with the Ring Magazine and Fight News on the check-in, who says Martirosyan might be the biggest name, which is true. But man, what an underachiever Martirosyan was, right? Like, let's just be real, man. I mean, I think his biggest fight might be Laura, a draw with Laura, right? Yeah, Andrade really needs this fight. Win or lose, he needs this fight, you know, because if he can look good, it can still be good for him, you know. Now, the good thing is, when we go to Benavidez, he's only faced 2 southpaws, I believe, and they've all been smaller. You got, where is he at? My good friend, Dennis Douglin. And just clicking on Dennis Douglin showing you this, look at what weight he started at. 159, all right? So he moved up 1 division to face Benavidez on short notice. Cool. That's 1 southpaw. The other southpaw, it's not Graville. Let me double check. Nope. But Graville is the man that put him down. Jay Leon's not a southpaw. Who was the other southpaw? Oh, Kyrone Davis, right? No, orthodox. Damn, but that's a good fight for reference. Kyrone started low. They got him clocked at 160, so he moved up 1 division, you know, to fight Benavidez also on short notice and did well. I'm giving you guys that moved up on short notice and did well. I thought Conron was a southpaw. That's bad. I'm pretty sure Ronald Ellis is not as well. Has he really only faced one southpaw? Wow. Let's check the Angulo. No. Oh my. This might be worse than we think. Porky Medina should not. Exactly. He is not. Wow. Is Douglin really the only southpaw? Now, that is a huge step up in class in southpaws. Douglin is a good guy, but, he tends to lean in. He wants to be on the inside, not very intelligently, and he had a good fight with David Benavidez. Before you make any bets, you might want to check that fight. And he's, again, a smaller guy, just like Andrade moving up. But Andrade always been on a higher level than, Dennis Douglin. But since I have you, Ryan, if you want to give me your take, I know you are on the beat and always writing. Let me know. I can send you the link and have you jump on. I wouldn't mind getting your take on this fight because, again, the hype is there. We believe we're going to get a certain type of fight because of the Mexican monster, but, that is Andre's job, is to upset the apple cart and to, make sure that Benavidez doesn't get that win by any means necessary, and it may result in a performance like this Thursday, because you heard plenty of callers. A win is a win is a win. Win today and look bad, but you won, so you come back to give it another opportunity to look good again. And for either man, I'm not really sure that is true, right? Because if you get a win similar to Thursday, is Canelo going to fight the winner? You know what I mean? Can Canelo not come up with something more creative if the winner isn't in a decent fight? I'm just asking, is a win a win a win, or does the win have to be spectacular? That's my question. Is a win, or does the win have to be spectacular? But I got Ryan on the check-in. We'll go to you. Ryan on Twitter, you there? Got to unmute the mic, champ. Ryan on Twitter, you got to unmute the mic. All right. Well, I sent you the link either way. See if that'll work for you. And we also got the poll here going on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. And obviously, did you hit the thumbs up button? Only two answers. It's either yes or no. We want to know exactly who you are. Help that show grow. Help this show get to the next level. We got Jay Hill, the servant, $5. He says, man, finally, didn't know who I was going to pick until the week of. So put me down for Demetrius Andrade in a unanimous decision. Believe it, it will be better than the Shakur Stevenson fight. All right, well, Tyrone the Great, Jay Hill the servant says Demetrius Andrade by UD, and it looks like we got Ryan O'Hara. What's up, Ryan? How are you?
Hey, what's going on? Doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Happy to have you, brother. So, where you writing these days?
Well, not the Ring magazine. I'm with Fight Nights still.
Okay.
FightNights.com and New York Fights.
All right. Shout out. New York Fights is in that Woodsy?
Yeah, Woodsy and Gail Falkenthal.
Cool,
I should
man.
probably
So
know more names.
what do you
Cullen
think?
Morrison.
What do you think about this weekend's fight, man? Are you expecting the Mexican Monster to live up to his name, or can we, perhaps get another Thursday night performance here?
Well, I don't think it's going to be. I don't think he's going to look like Shakur. I think he's not going to look very good, but it has nothing to do with him, but more to do with Andre, who's a phenomenal boxer. Maybe not the most exciting fighter, but I think Andre's going to outbox David Benavidez. Personally,
Oh
as
wow,
you
you're
mentioned.
picking the upset.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think Andre's going to win. I think we're going to see a controversial decision.
Oh wow.
Money talks. Money talks. Canelo and Benavidez. That's the Mexican versus Mexican fight. I don't think boxing is going to allow Andre to win the fight. It's going to take a lot for Demetrius to win the fight, in my opinion. Although I think he would be
But you
deserving of the
do
win. I don't
see
think
him winning, though. You
I
see
see
him winning
Benavidez
on
winning,
your
but it's
own
going to be
personal.
controversial.
No. I'm saying on your own personal scorecard, you can see him winning.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how do you
I
think
feel
he gets
like
that
Demetrius
done?
is always in shape too, and that definitely counts. In the big picture.
How do you think he gets that done? Because you said he will outbox him. What exactly do you see him doing that? Because obviously we've seen, Benavidez come forward basically on everybody. He's been able to cut the ring pretty much on everyone. And, some would say Plant is slightly more technically and slicker than Andre. So yes, maybe the awkwardness of Andre could assist him, but we would have assumed Plant was going to outbox Benavidez. I just would like to know what Andre is showing you that makes you believe he'll outbox the Mexican Monster.
In my opinion, Demetrius is always in shape, and that to me means a lot because obviously, Benavidez has had some issues staying in shape in the past. I feel like he's training really hard for this fight, though. On the other hand, we've seen Demetrius, his defense, get nicked in the past. He got dropped by Martirosyan. I think he got dropped by someone else too. If you can help me out on that one, I think he's been down a couple times in his career.
I mean, but so has Benavidez. He got dropped that
True.
one time by Graville.
Graville, yeah.
And Lonnie B. Let me double check Lonnie B. Is Lonnie B a southpaw? He also didn't he face Benavidez or no?
You said Lonnie B?
Nah, he didn't. He didn't. Lionel Thompson never faced him? I thought he fought him. Wow.
I know he faced what was it, Dennis Douglin. That's like the one southpaw that he's
that's
fought,
the
right?
one southpaw that I can find on his resume. So
there's a lot of guys on BoxRec. They actually don't even have the stances. Because I know the first chunk of guys he fought, didn't really have good records. But obviously that doesn't matter at the beginning.
Let me ask you a question. When I say the term in boxing, slick black fighter, is Dennis Douglin that for you?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I mean, I would say he is slick for his level, but I wouldn't say that he's as slick as an Andre, for instance.
J. Leon Love, does he fit the phrase?
Yes, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
Anthony Durrell, did he?
Yeah,
fit?
he was. In his prime, he was slick. I don't know if Durrell were to fight, Benavidez now or have a rematch.
He fought Benavidez in 2019.
Yeah, I was there for that. He got stopped in the 9th round on cuts. But yeah, I would say Anthony Durrell fits the mold.
Ronald Ellis?
Ronald Ellis? Yeah, I'd say so.
Kyrone Davis?
Good boxer. I don't know about slick.
So you would say he's had preparation then for Andre. His resume, in your opinion, says he's been prepared for the elite black slick fighter in Andre then.
True. Yeah, I think he has been prepared to an extent. I think Andre is, a level above, but it's going to be an interesting fight. I think, like I said, I think Andre is going to outbox him. But if Benavidez could, catch him with a hard shot and drop him, I think he might be able to, get the win that way too. It's gonna be close at the end of the fight, in my opinion.
You
But I
being
see
the
Benavidez
writer,
getting the win.
have you gotten word of the judges and what are
No, I
their?
haven't.
Because that's important, especially for a guy like yourself that says he'll get the win but won't get the win. I guess knowing who's going to be doing the scoring is important.
It is, but at the same time, I usually make those predictions before I even hear about the judges. But it's boxing. I remember when De La Hoya fought Felix Sturm. I was only like 10 or 11 years old at that time, but I thought Sturm won damn near every round, every round of the fight, and De La Hoya ended up getting the win. But we all know the reason why De La Hoya got the win. It's because they had already made the fight with Hopkins, and what's the big fight? De La Hoya Hopkins or Sturm Hopkins? I mean, we all know money pretty much controls boxing.
No, I remember that being a very controversial win for De La Hoya that people certainly called the loss.
Ooh, yeah, for sure.
Since I have you, does Jamal Charlo, is he successful Saturday night, or does Benavidez get the? That would probably be the biggest upset in the last 5 years if Jose Benavidez Jr. beats Jamal Charlo.
Yeah, I think that would be probably the biggest upset in the last 5 years. Although I think Andy Ruiz beating Anthony Joshua was pretty shocking too. That was also in 2019.
Yeah,
But I
but
see Charlo getting the win. I don't.
At least
But
Ruiz, arguably, like I didn't score. I went back and scored Joseph Parker Ruiz for Joseph Parker, but some people believe Ruiz won that fight. Like
I thought Ruiz won that fight.
Jose Benavidez's biggest win, junior, that is like Mauricio Herrera.
And he didn't even win that fight. He got dominated, I thought.
Well,
I thought he lost 8-4. I thought it was a clear win for Herrera. But, Herrera got jobbed a lot,
by
during
Danny
his
in
day.
Puerto Rico.
And, and he almost lost to Ruslan Provodnikov, too, although I thought Herrera deserved to win that fight.
No, I thought Herrera won that fight. I watched that on
Yeah.
ESPN. That was the good old days, ESPN, bro.
There was another. It wasn't just Danny. I know he fought Mike Dallas. I think he fought Mike Dallas Jr. as well. And there was another fight
Dallas
that he got
retired early, bro. That was a Virgil Hunter fighter, man. Listen.
Yeah.
People forget, man, but without Ward, Virgil had some losses, man.
I agree with you, especially since we just had the 7-year anniversary of the Kovalev Ward fight. You saw Ward's comments towards Dan Rafael about his opinions.
No,
on
I
that
didn't.
first fight.
What was said?
Well, Ward basically kind of like implied that Dan's just racist, I guess. That's kind of what I got the impression of. But Ward ended up deleting the tweet, but Rafael responded to it.
What was said though? What's the context? What's going
on? Let me look it up. I don't have access.
Well, while he looks that up, I had no clue, man. Look, Ward is gonna always take criticism because he retired early, bro. Like when people want you to fight, they want you to fight, And he retired early, and that was his decision for him and his family. But he's gonna have to live with some of that criticism that he gets because of that. I guess we'll get back to him whenever he comes. We got Juan in Houston, but let me officially open it up here. Not just for Juan, but for everyone, right?
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Very important, that 5-star review. Oh, Ryan's back.
Sorry, I was afraid that was going to happen
No
when
worries,
I was
no
looking it up.
worries. So did you
When I was
find
looking
it?
it up.
So did you
But
find
yeah,
it?
for your viewers, and you have a ton of viewers, I'm really proud of how far you've come, man. Since
Thank you.
2014, we were, yeah. I mean, I was in my dorm the first show we did.
For
So,
sure.
but yeah, for
Same
the
for you,
viewers, you
man. I
guys can
mean,
look
I
it up on
seen.
Twitter for yourselves.
Aren't you with the BWAs now as well?
Yeah, I've won a couple awards now. Technically, I've won 3 awards.
But
I
you're
haven't
on the
gotten to first
panel,
place
right?
yet, but
Aren't you on the panel as well?
yeah, Hall of Fame. Yeah, I
Wow.
am.
And you also are on the. I don't even know the name of those other people that rank everybody. Trans, whatever. Is that
Oh, I'm
still
not on
exists?
that.
Oh,
I
okay, okay.
I mean, I've done some pound for pound lists, but I'm not a big fan of pound for pound lists because it's
Yeah.
very subjective. Like, I don't think there's been a single like pound for pound list that everyone has agreed on. So it's
Yep.
a very subjective thing. If you have Crawford number one, I won't complain. If you have Inoue number one, I won't complain. If you have either one of those two first, you're good. You're good in my book. If you have anyone else first, that's where I start to have an issue.
So you were giving us your prediction on Charlo Benavidez Jr.
Yeah, I have Charlo winning. I don't think it's necessarily going to be an exciting fight. In my opinion, it is it is a 163-pound catch weight. Benavidez is coming off a loss. Charlo hasn't fought in 879 days, something like that. I hope it's a good fight. I just don't think it's going to be a good fight.
So I'm being told by my producers that the tweet you're referencing is Dan tweeting that Kovalev was robbed and Ward took it badly.
Yeah, Ward took it badly. Kind of implied that Dan just hates black fighters, and then Dan responded. I forget the exact thing he said, but basically he was saying, "Yeah, that's complete. That's a complete lie." Yeah, and then Ward ended up deleting his tweet. As far as I know, he hasn't apologized to Dan, although some have called for him to do so.
Mm. Yeah.
Which is
Well,
unfortunate because Andre Ward he was one of my favorite fighters. I mean, he still is one of my favorite fighters. Oscar, De La Hoya, Mayweather, and Ward were probably my favorite fighters growing up. And Vitaly Klitschko. Can't forget about Vitaly. Did I ever tell you the story about how I really got into boxing?
well, I think you were doing NASCAR, weren't you? NASCAR
Yeah, I was doing
announcing?
NASCAR, but back in 2003, we had some Chinese family friends. They owned their own restaurant, and they invited us over for homemade orange chicken and rice and vegetables. And they had Lennox Lewis. They had the Lennox Lewis Vitaly fight on their big ass 75-inch TV. So, and that was a hell of a fight.
And it
I mean,
just
obviously I was
influenced
an
you.
Oscar fan, but after I saw that fight, I became a fan of basically the entire sport. So that's when I became more of a hardcore fan.
So I'm not sure if I caught it or lost it, but did you pick Charlo?
Oh yeah, I picked Charlo.
Okay.
Charlo will win the fight. I don't think I actually picked. I just don't think it's going to be an exciting fight. But yeah, I have Charlo winning.
Oh, you don't think it'll be exciting?
No, I don't.
Mm. Well, Ryan, let them know where they can find you, and I want to thank you, obviously, for jumping on.
Of course, man. And whenever you want me to jump on and do any more appearances, I'm always available. I mean, you give me my start, man. I'm always going to appreciate it,
For sure, man.
especially after when you called me and that guy at Taco Bell was trying to beat me up. That was pretty funny.
What?
You don't remember that? Like
What?
you.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. I just heard
Okay,
something
so
about a guy beating you up.
oh no, he didn't beat me up. He tried to. So no, so I was working at Taco Bell like first part of college, and I remember like this dude was like on drugs. Like one of our guys was on drugs, and I guess I kind of set him off. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna head on out. And then he started chasing after my car as I was driving. I was like, this is crazy. And then you called me literally at the same time. You called me. I answered the phone, and you
While
were like,
you're
hey
being
man.
chased.
Yeah, I was being chased, and you called me at the same time, and you're like, "Hey, man, I have an offer for you." And I'm like, "Hold on, this guy's trying to kill me." And you were like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, give me a few minutes."
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
Ryan, let them know where they
Quite
can
the start.
find you.
Oh yeah, you can find me on Twitter. I don't really call it X, but
Yeah,
whatever
who
whatever you
does,
guys
right?
want to do. O'Hara Sports is where you can find me. New York Fights, FightNights.com as well, and yeah, there's a lot of good stories, in the makings right now. So stay tuned. You won't want to miss it. And obviously, the Boxing Voices is an amazing channel. Keep supporting them.
Appreciate you, champ. There you have it, Ryan O'Hara, one of the many writers in this business. We know each other for plenty of years. He's written for the BWAs. He's on the panel. Been with Ring, Fight News, plenty of uh, places. He even wrote for TBV once upon a time. But we are looking for your, I guess it is an early prediction, but it's more kind of will it live to the hype question, right? Are we going to get the fight that we're expecting on Saturday night? I got Huang in Houston on the check-in.
Yo, yo, yo.
What up? What up? What up?
Wellness, morning. I really think it's not gonna. I think really what happened was with that fight with Shakur and what's his name, De Los Santos.
Yep.
That might force them to do some action. They might be like, "Fuck, man, fucking boxing shitted on those dudes." You know what I mean? The community can't do that. The thing is that I feel like I'm a bigger fan of David Benavidez, but I really think that we're gonna get some shots from Andrade because I saw that what do they call it? Not blood, sweat, and tears. What do they call it on PBC? Well, anyways, the little show thing they do.
Yeah. I think it's all access.
All access, okay. That all access to me like opened my eyes more to Andrade. The way he was training and everything. It's like, man, maybe this dude got something. And really, I'm feeling more stronger about my upset eye after Thursday because, man, wasn't no clear victory on both those upsets I picked. You know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't really technically pick the Shakur upset. In my mind, I thought Shakur was going to win. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna roll with Andrade on this one, man. He might outbox him, and you know, and it ain't fair to say outbox him because Andrade doesn't have a real technical boxing style from what I've seen, and I'm riding with Andrade on this one, man. I think it's gonna be a barnstormer though, man. These guys are gonna go at it. And man, I'm not just talking shit because I don't like Charlo. I think Jose Benavidez Jr. is gonna get on that ass. I think he's gonna apply pressure. He's gonna be like, you know what? Forget this, man. This is probably like my last shot at a big fight. Because I mean, if he loses to off for 10 years Charlo, you know what I'm saying? If he loses to him, what big name he gonna get after that? You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
He's
guys that lose always get opportunities, right? Like they always are needed.
well, yeah, they're needed for what do you call the up and comers, the contenders, right? They're needed for the contenders, but that's what you're gonna be, a gatekeeper. I mean, that's all he's gonna be.
I mean, he's that now, bro. Look at who he's been fighting, and has he been winning?
Yeah, but I can't really say gatekeeper for fight Danny Garcia. They were both off layoffs. It's like, hey, Danny needs a fight.
Yeah,
You a little heavier.
but Danny's been on a higher level than Jose. Like Jose's never been on Danny's level.
That's
He's
what I'm
never.
saying. How's he a gatekeeper for Danny? You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's a tune-up for Danny.
Well, that's true.
He's
He
not
was
a
a
gate.
tuner.
He's not a gatekeeper for anybody because if you beat him, you don't get a world title shot. You got to beat a
Oh yeah,
Charlo.
yeah.
You got to beat a Danny to get a world title shot. Gatekeeper means someone that holds the keys to a world title shot. Like you get through that gate,
Oh,
you
okay,
get a
okay.
shot at a belt. So like
You may feel like it's your time.
Like and subscribe, TVV.
All right. Let me get this guest on. Looks like we got Alex Holly. He's actually on this undercard, young fighter. Alex, what's going on, brother? How are you?
What's up, my man?
So it's Alex Holly joining us. He's going to be live on the David Benavidez, Demetrius Andrade undercard. Alex, talk to us, man. When did you get the call for this particular fight?
Well, I was already told that I was gonna fight on this call. I was already told that I was gonna fight real soon. So my promoter told me get in the gym and stuff like that. But they just told me probably about 6 weeks out before.
And to be clear, who is your promoter?
Uh, Earl Spence Jr.
Okay. So where are you based out of? Dallas?
out of Dallas. Yeah.
Okay. So what division do you fight out of?
Well, me and my team, we still deciding out of 140 and 147. I just turned pro like in July. I fought on the Frank Martin undercard, so we still decide between the weights which one I'm comfortable at.
Yeah, that's why I asked because I see that you're listed as your first fight being a welterweight, but sometimes, as you continue to fight more frequently, you realize that weight drops. And before you get to a title shot, you realize, man, I could make 140 or I could get down.
Yeah,
So your plan is 140.
that's the plan. Just depends on what me and my team discussing and which one is more comfortable for me.
So Alex, I hate to associate you by association, but do you fight like Earl because you're coming out of that gym, or you only sign to him and don't train out of that gym? Because I seen you sparring
Nah,
Ryan,
I
so I
train
think
out
you
of that gym.
train out of the gym too.
Yeah, I train out of that gym. Me and Earl got some similarities when it comes to fighting styles. I've been sparring him since I was 17, so I kind of picked up a few ways that he fight. But I don't think I just fight exactly like him, but I got some similarities in my style between with Earl.
You are listed as a big guy, 5'10". It's pretty tall. Um, do you consider yourself tall? Do you feel tall for the division?
For the 147 division.
140, if that's where you want to go.
Yeah, I consider myself tall. I think Ryan fight at 140, and I think he's like one. I think he's like 5'8". So if he's a tall 140, then I'll be a tall 140.
So I'm assuming you also spar with Frank Martin.
Yeah, I spar with all of them guys.
And that's also been going on since your early days?
Yeah, I've been sparring Frank. Uh, maybe soon as he got over there, I think I sparred Frank when I was about 19 years old.
Was it hard to stay focused sparring Ryan while he's wearing this sweater? Because it's like a church sweater in the gym. He was trying to lose weight.
I don't. You said was it
You
hard
can't
staying
see it?
focused?
You can't see it? I'm screen sharing it for you.
Yeah, I see it. You said was it hard staying focused while he wearing it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Just asking. Just asking.
I mean, I wasn't really focused on what he was wearing. I'm trying to just get the work in.
Nah, I hear you, man. I'm just saying I ain't never seen nobody sparring. I guess it could. I guess it might be a shirt, but from Instagram, it looks like it's like a sweater you wear to church or something. But you are
Oh,
big. You look like a welterweight. You think you really could make 140? Because in that picture, you look like you got some big shoulders.
I got a good strength conditioning coach, but yeah, I made 139 in the amateurs.
Okay. Who's your strength and conditioning coach?
Blu-ray Fitness.
Okay. They gonna be happy about that in the chat. Well, this is live, and they really like Blu-ray, and they like the time that he had spent with Earl early in his career. And there's a big fandom of Earl Spence fans that want him to return to Blu-ray. So how long have you been training with Blu-ray as your strength and conditioning coach, Alex?
Well, I started with Blu-ray as an amateur, so
Oh wow.
um, I started with Blu-ray probably about a year ago. I started with Blu-ray, or close to 2 years ago. Yeah, quite close to 2 years ago, I started with Blu-ray.
And can you tell me, I don't know, some of the differences you felt in your performances since working with him?
I was just a lot more stronger. Guys couldn't move me so easily. My upper body got bigger, and I was just hitting a little bit more harder. You know what I'm saying? It's still a process. I'm still young. I'm 21. I still got enough time to get my grown man strength. So we just building.
So when you got the name of Alan Medina, was it just a name or did they provide you with tape on the guy?
Um, it's up to me and my team, or it's up to my team to really go find tape and send it to me and stuff like that. But I mean, it's really just up to my team to find tape, and we just prepare off that. Once I see the guy, it don't really take too much. I watched him a couple times, and it didn't really take too much to me to just keep watching him and stuff like that.
Okay, okay. Um, so there's not much on him, right? Because he's only had one fight, and obviously you've only had one fight. So this is just kind of developmental fights and stuff like that. How many amateurs did you have?
How many amateur fights did I have?
Correct.
74.
Okay. Okay, that's decent.
I,
It's a
I was the
decent
number
amount.
one guy. I was the number one guy at 147.
Okay. All right. So how'd you link up with Earl?
So it was really crazy. I linked up with Earl. I seen him. This was around the time he had just like got into that car accident, and nobody was hearing from him. I had seen him running in my neighborhood trying to like shake back. And I was like 17, 16 years old, a kid. And I was just like, hey, man, can I run with you? Like, nobody heard from the guy. So I was just like, hey, can I run with you and stuff like that? Then he was like, man, I'm about finished with my run, but you can run with me tomorrow. And then me and him ran and stuff like that. I told him I wanted to spar him. He was surprised that I wanted to spar him because around that time he was beating up everybody. Like, he had just beat Sean Porter and stuff like that. But he had just got to that car accident, so he probably felt like I just wanted to spar him because I feel like he messed up and stuff like that. So like 6 months later, he hit me up and was like, when we spawn, I'm like, we spawn tonight. Yeah, hit me up like when we spawn. I said tonight. He was like, nah, we gonna spar that Monday. I think it was like Saturday, and then he sent me the address to the gym. I can't spar him. I think we did like 10 rounds straight.
Damn.
And I was like 16, 17 years old at the time, and you know what I'm saying? It was good.
Bruh, 10 rounds straight is crazy.
Yeah, I was hungry. I mean, I'm still hungry, but it was like this was an opportunity of a lifetime for me because this was the guy that I looked up to, especially he was from my city and stuff like that. So this was an opportunity for me to show me who I was.
Yeah, but he ain't take that the wrong way because, like, I mean, I'm the champ. I'm running. I meet a kid, he wants to run. Now you running with me, but you like, yo, you want to spar me. And it's like you said, he didn't know if you only wanted to spar him because of the accident. So I'm saying all this to say, how, like, was he going all out because he thought he had to prove to you he was back? Or did he work with you because he knew you was 16?
Of course, he didn't go all out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm a 16, 17-year-old kid. Of course, he ain't trying to max me out,
I'm
but
just saying 10 rounds is crazy for 16. That's why I'm asking.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
unified champ at the time.
yeah. Of course he. No, it's fighting. We boxing, so of course he hitting me and I'm hitting him, but of course he ain't trying to max me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a kid, so that's how he looking at it. He like, man, this kid just wanna show. You know what I'm saying? He understood the position he was in and the position that I was in. I was 16, 17 years old, and he's a guy that I looked up to. I expressed that before I told him I wanted to spar him. Actually,
That's good. That's
I
good.
told him, man, I look up to you and stuff like that, but I do want to spar you. That's
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So I didn't come at him like just like, man, yeah, you messed up, man. I want to spar you and beat you up. Woo, woo, woo. Like, I didn't come at him cocky like that.
No, I didn't think you did at all. I don't want you to misinterpret it. I just wanted to, make sure that he didn't take however you approached him the wrong way, but you cleared that up. He took
Yeah.
it like a mentor, which is great. That must have been an amazing moment for you. Someone you look up to opens up the doors, letting you spar with him. I'm sure he was giving you pointers. How was that moment for you?
It was like a dream. That was probably like one of the best moments I had in my as since I've been boxing. You know what I'm saying? Get to spar with him and he actually teaching me instead of trying to max me out at a young age. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good experience. And then even after sparring him that one time, he seen like that I had like a lot of heart. I was young with a lot of heart, man. I did 10 rounds with him. Like I ain't even want to get out the ring.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I ain't even want to get out the ring. I was like, man, he was like, "Are you done?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, I want to keep going." Like, nah. And then I earned his respect and stuff like that. And then we just kept sparring and kept sparring. I'm sparring him on my birthday. I'm sparring him on Christmas. I'm sparring him on Thanksgiving. Uh, I'm know what I'm saying. Just every chance I can get to spar him, I'm sparring him.
Word. Um, man, so him seeing your heart and you pretty tall, have you got in rounds with Jamel?
Nah, I haven't sparred Jamil.
Okay. Okay. Is he
I
too
have, I was
big?
I was supposed to spar Jamil. I was supposed to spar Jamil, but I think I was at the Pro Box facility. I was at the Pro Box facility
What you
for
was
like
doing? What you was doing there?
before I got with Earl. Um,
You was
I
with
was
Pro
doing.
Box.
I wasn't with Pro Box, but they was preparing to sign me
And what
before when I was
happened?
amateur. It just didn't fall through. I knew what I wanted to do, and Earl and the stuff that I wanted to do. Earl, he kind of agreed to it. He kind of and the stuff that I wanted to do, Earl kind of like he said he can make it happen, and Pro Box they necessarily could make it happen, so I went with Earl.
What did you want to make happen? Cause from the outside looking in, I'm interpreting that at your young age, I'm interpreting that as you just wanted to be active. And it looks like Pro Box is giving fighters hella activity. So
Well,
I'm
no, it's
intrigued.
more so what I wanted to do in my city.
Okay,
More so what I wanted to do in my city and where I wanted to fight at my city. I mean, in my city that Earl could have made happen. Well, he's
okay.
he's he's going to make happen if I just handle my business.
For sure. For sure. All right, all right, all right. Man, that's an interesting story, man. So you're born and
Yeah.
raised in Dallas?
Well, I was born in New Orleans, but
Okay.
came down here to Dallas when I was like 3 years old. So
Okay. We have so many New Orleans callers on this show. You don't even know, like a lot for real.
that's what's up.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah. Um. So obviously, tell me about your sparring with Ryan, man. I mean, he's got this big fight coming up with Oscar Duarte. You got your fight coming up this Saturday. You guys are working with each other. Um. What's that left hook and speed like, and how were you able to deal with it?
Well, he's a fast guy, man. He's fast. He's physically strong. He's sharp. But it was out. It's good work. It's like real competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he was putting guys before I started sparring with him. He was putting guys out in Dallas. He was putting them out, and
Wait,
they needed
man.
some
What
they
you
needed some
what
more
you
tougher
mean?
work.
What you
So
mean
I
putting
came.
them out?
He was putting guys out, like dropping guys, putting guys out, and they needed some. He needed some tougher work. So I mean, I sparred with him, and it was real good work. It was real competitive. It was real competitive. He's real sharp and strong.
Wow. So you got one of them competitor hearts in you, huh? Cause I mean, my man knocking him down, and you like, yo, sign me up.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like it was, like I said, it was an opportunity for me to spar him and spar with him. I think we sparred the first time we sparred like 8 rounds, and then every time after that, I think it was about 10 rounds we sparred, and it was real good work, man. It was
Bruh,
real.
you in shape, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up, man. How many miles do you run? And how often?
I run 5 miles every day for 6. Well, not every day,
Every
but not on Sundays.
6 days a week, bro?
Yeah,
Fuck, man.
it
Is it
used to be.
always on the street, or do you do like the treadmill sometimes?
Since it been cold, I run on a treadmill, but I do like 5 miles. I don't. I, if I'm going slow, I might do like 6 or 7, but I'm
What's slow to you? You got an Apple Watch or you use Map My Run?
yeah.
Okay, give me your numbers.
A slow miles for me is like 8 minutes.
Oh
I'm
shit. So what's a fast mile?
a fast mile is like a 650.
Oh wow. So you in the top 10%, bro. You use
Yeah,
Map My Run
650.
or you just use your Apple Watch?
I do map my run.
So it don't tell you what percentage you in with the world? Cause
I don't really.
I had a friend. He was running 6 minute miles. That motherfucking app was saying he was in the top 10% in the world.
I really don't look at. I just look at. I just
That's
use them.
fast.
I just use the app for what just for what it does, and I don't really look at the rest of that stuff. But 650, that's on a good day. So on the average day, it probably like a 720, 730 between there. That's the
So
right there.
are you trained by Derek?
Now I'm trained by his brother, Maurice James.
Okay. Uh-oh. We ain't know he even had a brother. We're gonna get to see his work. I mean, I think I actually met him one time at R&R, I'm not sure. But I gotta ask, do they say anything about the running? Because that's a lot of miles, champ. What's that? 35 miles? No, 40 miles a week?
That's it actually. I mean, you gotta do that much running when you're in the gym with them type guys like that. Guys, I'm the youngest guy in the gym, so I gotta train extra hard just to keep up with guys.
No, I hear
I'm in
you,
the gym
man.
with Frank Moore and Jamel Charlo, Earl Spence Jr., Ryan Garcia. Everybody that's in that camp. So I'm the youngest guy there. So I'm the baby up in there. So I gotta train extra hard just to keep up with these guys because I know this next Thursday I might spar Frank or I might spar Ryan or I might spar Earl or Jamel. Just never know who I'm gonna spar. So I gotta train real hard to keep up.
Impressive, brother. Impressive. Are you doing 3 minute rounds or is it more?
No, we do 3 minute rounds,
30 seconds or 1 minute?
30-second rest,
You using a stool or no stool?
no stool. Wait, in sparring?
Yeah.
Yeah, no stool. We don't do that.
Nah, Alex, man, this has been great, man. Let me see. I got one question here from the people. James Valdez, San Antonio, Texas. He says, how do you see the Bud versus Earl Spence rematch playing out?
Man, I'm always gonna rock with Earl, man. Earl, he gave me an opportunity, and I'm always gonna rock with Earl. I'm never gonna go against him. Especially when I met him, he was worse off from that accident. That's when I met him. He was worse off when I met him. So he came back and beat two champ. He beat a champion, and then he beat I think a former champion, Danny Garcia. So I can't never count out Earl. Know what I'm saying? So I'm always gonna go with Earl.
Against the ropes with Dose, you see yourself getting the KO? He said, "I'm trying to get my parlay right." That's crazy. If you already on the betting line, I didn't know you was on. I ain't see you on the betting line. You on the betting line?
I don't even know, man. I don't know. But
Yeah, we bet over here.
if this dude, I can see me getting a knockout, but I'm not gonna look for it. If it come, I'm gonna max him out. He done.
That's new to me. I'm older than you. Max them out. We haven't heard that often. Is that your own thing?
Yeah, that's my own thing. Yeah.
Cool. We gonna remember that you started that. We got Shiny Suits that says, with the majority of your defeats coming by split decision, what I don't know if he's talking about your amateur fights
He talking about. I'm
or he
pretty sure he
got you
talking.
mistake or may have you mistaken. I don't know. We'll keep reading it. With the majority of your defeats coming by split decision, what do you think the judges see about your boxing style that makes them lean for the other fighter? So I'll ask you, Alex, did you lose a few fights in the amateurs via split decision?
Yeah, all my fights that I lost in the amateurs was a split decision. It was
Okay.
I think I was like 78. No. I was like 70. I was like 70. Oh no, I was 69 and 7 or 6, something like that. I got about 75 fights, so it was something like that. But all my fights was a split decision. So, but you know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be a split decision because it's 3 rounds. It's in the pros. It's always an even number of rounds: 4, 6, 8, 12, 10. In the amateurs, it's 3 rounds. So you can. It's always, if you lose, it's most of the time it's gonna be a split decision. Especially with me because ain't nobody finna beat me out 3 rounds. Ain't nobody gonna beat me out 3 rounds. So you might take 2, I might take 1, but you know what I'm saying? That's actually, if in a losing way, like if you was to lose like in the amateurs, that's probably the best way to lose as a split decision instead of somebody beating you all 3 rounds or knocking you out.
Hmm. Looks like we got a couple live ones that came in. Give me a sec here. Um, AH, how do you describe your fighting style?
Man, I'm more of a presser, a passive pressure type fighter. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on pressure. If you know the camp that I come out of, man, we go straight to him. You know, it ain't nothing about the waiting. We just go straight to him. I'm a pressure fighter. I can box also though. I can move. I can move around. I can fight on the back foot. But pressure, man, that's my thing.
Now, I clearly heard what you said. You know, you going to ride with your team, but I still got to ask, how do you think the fight would have played out, Shakur versus Frank, after watching Shakur versus De Los Santos Saturday? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did watch it.
Cool.
I watched it. With Frank and Shakur.
Yeah, now that you got to see De Los Santos and Shakur, how do you see, that Frank and Shakur fight?
It's a 50-50 fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a 50-50 fight. Um, it just depends who got the better preparation and who comes with the better game plan and who's better on that night. I didn't really Shakur fight was born, but I didn't think he's not an elite fighter just because he had a bad performance. And the guy that he fought him kind of smart because what if I'm not mistaken, he knocked out the last guy he fought on PBC, and it was because of that guy was trading with him. So I think Shakur fought him the smart way, even though it was boring. I think he fought the smart way, and I don't think if Shakur fought Frank, he probably wouldn't fight the same way he fought De Los Santos fought Frank. But it's a 50-50 fight. Of course, I'm a rock with Frank because that's my stablemate, and I believe in him and his ability. But it's a 50-50 fight.
All right, let me give it a refresh here, see if any came in last minute from our members or Patreons. But if not, Alex, please give out your social media for anyone that isn't following you can do so.
Y'all can go follow me at Lex100 but not the 2 zeros. It's 2 letters. I don't really have a Twitter right now. I
Was
gotta make one.
Alex Holly taken? Because that is another famous Alex Holly out there. Was that name taken?
Yeah, it was taken. She a reporter.
Yes. Did you try Alex Holly boxer?
I might. I'm gonna start looking into some
Or what
things like that.
about what you said it was? Alex Holly maxed out. Because no one is searching Lex 100. Like I don't know you as Lex 100. If I watch boxing, they going to introduce you as Alex Holly. That's what I'm going to search and I'm going to keep seeing this woman. So we
For
got to
sure,
get your name out there by when people search Google for Alex Holly, there's also a boxer cuz I literally have to put boxer in Google to find you.
for sure, for
Just
sure.
just some help, because it's cool to have a nice name, but it's better to have a name that people actually find you. You got a lot of followers. I mean, last I checked, you at 24,000. To have one fight, that's a lot. You know what I mean? Which means you can get way bigger.
Yeah, but just know what I'm saying. Just grinding and trying to get my name out there. I'm gonna handle this guy. Um, hopefully get the stoppage. If it come, I'm gonna get him out of there, and it's gonna keep rising and keep rising.
Well, champ, you got the victory lap with us. When you get the win, we'll definitely get you back. We are certainly going to be tuned in and look forward to your performance. Do you know if they're going to at least give you some highlights? Because I know that the stream is only going to be Vito versus Alex Salazar and Lipinets versus Michelle Rivera. Do you know if you're going to be on a Facebook, or is somebody
I,
recording it
I,
for you?
I should be on the YouTube prelims. The
Thank you.
preliminary, the YouTube preliminary is on Showtime. I should be on there.
All right, we're going to be looking out for you, champ. Best of luck.
All right, thank you, man.
Appreciate you. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Holly going to be on the David Benavidez pay-per-view. It's like I tell you, man, big, little, small, interview them all. You know, they need a start, and, we certainly have no problem giving them an opportunity here on TBV. I love following the careers of these fighters from the very beginning. And it's how you make the right pick when it comes down to betting. You feel me? That's that hardcore shit, going out to hardcore shit. What up? Gotta unmute, C-Dub. C-Dub, unmute your mic. C-Dub, gotta unmute. You haven't unmuted. I guess it must be Twitter messing with y'all, because, he calls in so many times, he got to know how to work this thing. You, all right. No C-Dub. We're going to Al in the Bay Area. What is up? Al in the Bay. Average boxing fan. What is up?
Yo,
We
good
hear you.
morning. Good morning, bro.
Buenos dias.
Oh, it's fucking fight week. Been waiting.
Finally.
I've been waiting a fucking while, bro. I need David to exterminate Boo Boo from all the boxing talk, bro. I'm done with this dude. What can I say, bro? I'm just hyped already. I'm fucking hyped for this fight weekend. Fucking David, the Guatemalan monster versus Dudu Andre. And Ergashev versus that other dude that fucking fights like shit. What's his name? Sobrio? The horrible fighter. Yeah, bro, I got David winning by fucking. Have you ever seen those fucking machines that be pressing the asphalt on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what David's gonna do to Boo Boo this fucking weekend, bro. Just
So
gonna
so
fuck.
so there's no doubt in your mind that.
Yeah, at all. I don't even gotta let you finish that question.
Wow.
Yesterday,
Boxers box, bro. Boxers box. You don't expect
no,
them to make it
yeah,
ugly?
man, yeah, I know what fucking C Dub's about to tell you, bro. He's gonna say that Andrade's gonna go in there and do the same thing Shakur did to De Los Santos and fucking win an ugly ass fight. I hope that shit doesn't happen, cause I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm about to pay for this fucking pay-per-view for Andrade to come and do that shit. I'm gonna be mad as fuck. But I highly doubt it though. I don't think if he fights that way he's beating David. They ain't giving that shit to him. He ain't the A side. He's nearly 40 years old. And this is his biggest fight of his entire fucking career. He better come in there and bang with fucking David. Make it exciting. Because if he doesn't, even if he wins, they ain't gonna give him no motherfucking fight, bro. You think they'll give him a fight if he puts a performance like Shakur did with De Los Santos and takes a dub?
Not Canelo. He'll get a fight. Not versus Canelo. Versus David Morrell. They'll probably serve him up to David Morrell. Whoever wins, if they win in that fashion, they probably, fighting David Morrell.
Good. That way I can fucking talk more shit. Man, yeah, bro, that's all I got right now. I got the fucking I got the Colombian monster beating Dudu Andrade this weekend.
Colombia.
I don't fucking know if what's the boy's name that writes the names down?
Oh, Tyrone.
Tyrone, write me down, bro. And write me down for Ergashev as the upset. I don't like Matias. I don't know what
Yo,
the fuck they see in that dude
hey,
besides
hey, I'm being
being a
told.
heavy puncher, bro.
Yeah, but I'm being told.
But it's not your time.
I haven't seen it for myself, but I'm being told Ergashev did a video interview where he says, win or lose, he's retiring.
Oh, fuck that.
Word.
Never mind. Take me off the fucking. Oh, yeah, I don't like to hear that shit. It reminds me of fucking Porter and Bud. Even though we didn't know he was retiring, but it kind of looked like it.
Champ, that's the bell. You the man. Dom on Twitter. Let's see, can he get it right? Yes, we hear you.
Hey, what up, guys? We got good fight this weekend. Hopefully it's good at least. The last caller, speculated how it might go. I don't think that we see that from Benavidez. I think he's the type of fighter that can impose his type of fight a little bit better than what we saw with Shakur and De Los Santos. I don't think there's much room to, succeed so much defensively against him. You need to really, throw your punches with him. That said, I don't think Andrade stands much chance against him. I just watched the All Access they had for this. I mean, I really wasn't sold on any of them based off that episode, but Benavidez just seems more locked in. Just seems like it's more so his fight to win.
Wait. What do you mean he seems more locked in? Because everything coming from the Andrade camp indicates that he's allegedly more locked in, quote unquote, weighs 190, quote unquote, sparring heavyweights and super middleweights. And I mean, what am I missing?
Nah, I get what you're saying. It's just based off the All Access I saw. It just seems like Benavidez. I just like his demeanor a little bit more. He didn't seem too bothered by it. It didn't. Just seems like another fight for him. And I don't know. I feel like that's kind of what you should do approaching this one. I think his style would just work out against Andrade, and I think we'll see it. I don't know. Andrade's just seemed like he's just putting a lot of pressure on him. I don't know if this is the fight for that. Just feel like whoever's themselves in this fight is going to be the winner. And again, I just think Benavidez's style is going to shine a little bit more. He's got more on the horizon. Not to say he's not focused with this fight, but I think a win for him means a lot more. That's where my money will go, at least. Write it down, Tyrone. As far as the fight before, Charlo, for boxing's sake, I hope Charlo loses. We don't want to see that guy put in with Canelo. Looks like he's, struggling maybe to make his weight off his Brian Custer interview. He looks a little depleted. I don't know. I think it's going to be an ugly fight for him coming off his hiatus. Maybe Jose laid down for him, but we'll see. That's it for me. Peace, Ness.
All right, brother. Dom, appreciate you calling in. We're going to try Al in the Bay again. What is up? Al in the Bay, Al in the Bay.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay. Yeah, acceptance thing is crazy, man. It's like things keep popping up. Um, yeah, man, I don't think it's gonna be like the Shakur fight at all. I think both men's looking at they got something to prove. Uh, I feel like Andres is feel like he getting disrespected on, as a former champ. I think people's kind of like overlooking him, you know, um, and not really taking him seriously. And I think for David, you know, they're kind of looking at him like, okay, you're supposed to be this Mexican monster, but you're not on Canelo's level. It's like, you know, so I feel like he's getting disrespected where it's like, yeah, you're supposed to be the Mexican monster, but we got this Mexican beast over here. So it's kind of like, you know, A1 and A2, So I feel like he's getting disrespected and not getting his credit as who he is in the boxing game. I think both men's gonna come out and bang it out. Um, just for that reason. I think for Shakur, it was more like get in and get out unscathed, get this belt,
Wait.
and
Hey, champ, let me just make sure I caught that right. So you saying David believes he doesn't get the recognition because Canelo exists?
yeah, I feel like he don't get the recognition because Canelo um is more popular than him as a Mexican fighter. I think he don't get as much love from the Mexicans as Canelo would get. But he's supposed to be the Mexican monster, if that makes sense. And I know he missed weight. Like I think it was like last year or 2 years ago, and so some people feel like um, he's not mentally um, hungry enough. You know, I think that's why he never got that Canelo fight. I think because people don't see him as um, this person who's really wants it. I think they just see him as this person who's gets the knockout
So you
or
think
just
you
from
saying that
pure
they don't think
power.
he's dedicated?
Yeah, I think people don't seem like he's dedicated enough to the sport, to fight a Canelo. I think that's why he never got the Canelo fight. I don't think Canelo is scared of him. I just think people don't see him worthy enough to fight a Canelo. I think that's mentally in his mind. I think that's what he's dealing with. Um, that's just the way I look at it. I think that's his mental hurdle in his mind. They don't see the dedication in him, or
You may feel
he's
like
supposed to
it's
be
your
this
time,
monster, but
but it's not your time.
people don't.
That's the bell, champ. C Dub, right back at you, trying you otra
Yo,
vez.
yo, yo. How'd audio?
Yo, straight. You came through. You made it.
Made it, man. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. We got it's fight week. Boogie Man versus a monster. What happens? Like we never had that. We never had that story. It was always either the Boogie Man or the monster. But what happens when they meet each other? We're gonna find out. Why do we? I mean, we like boxing, right? So if a person wins like Shakur did, it's still a win, right?
I mean,
You
is
know,
it so I'm glad you went down that street. Do you think that the winner that won like Shakur did, are they gonna get the Canelo fight next like they want, in your
they
opinion?
should. They should.
Whew,
They should, man.
I
Because
doubt that.
I mean, but because
Highly
it
doubt
is
that.
because it's just a pride factor at this point. This man has made you
It's not.
vacated
It's not pride
each.
because you got to think about it like this. Especially right now, C Dub, there's no network for those guys. And their fights, their future fights have already been reported that they're on pay-per-view. So Canelo already makes 50 million. The days of him making 40 is over. PBC paying him 50 now. So you need to make a certain amount of pay-per-views. So you can say boxing got to get it right and pride, but like the network, which doesn't exist, so Al got to make sure that he sells enough pay-per-views to pay this man his 50 million plus. And if the opponent they choose is not a, attractive
That's fighting
option.
for.
No, if he's not an attractive option, people not gonna pay. You know how it goes, man. Like you need a storyline. Earl
Yeah, they going to.
Crawford had a storyline. Ryan Tank had a storyline. Successful pay-per-views need storylines. Like, I don't even know that Regis and Devin doing well enough because they beef died down ever since the press conference.
It's a great storyline, man. Just put the camera, or give a Canelo fan the mic, man, and let him tell you how he lied to you about saying he wanted to be undisputed at 160. Put a camera in the barbershop, man, and tell him how Canelo got the belt after Andrade vacated it at 154. I mean, he could have got it. Like, it's been divisions on top of division after division, man. This guy has
Bro, you
evaded this guy.
trying to use the
Th-
belt
No,
angle in
no,
an
this is the
era.
story. This is the storyline. No, this is the storyline that you
I
asked
hear
for.
you,
Let me
but
give you
it's
the
not.
story.
But it's
This is the
not one
storyline.
that's gonna sell pay-per-views.
I think it will sell because this is a guy that Canelo
Bruh, the
been
pay-per-view
chased.
star
This
of
guy,
this
this guy has chased. This guy
generation.
has chased Canelo up under the bed, man.
I
And
hope you're right, man.
they
I hope
probably
you're
gonna chase
right.
him to another division. People going to demand when they put the poll out. Put the poll out there and say, will Andrade chase Canelo to 175? And then just see, and then let's ask him. Let's ask Canelo.
I just hope you're
The
right.
pride will make him. The pride will make him
If
step
the
to the
fight is
challenge, man.
good, I'm sure it'll happen. But if it
If the
ain't good,
if
I doubt it happens.
I mean, if it was good, okay. Like, I would say, if it wasn't his third division, he maybe don't deserve it. But it's the third
Yeah, I
division,
mean, you
man.
not getting it. It ain't about deserve. Tank has showed us that. Canelo showed us that. Floyd showed us that. Like, it ain't about deserve, man. It ain't about
It
deserve.
ain't about
You deserve what you get when you coming up. Once you become the man, you do what you want. And that's what
okay.
everybody that get in the man position show us. Cotto showed us that. He took his catch weights on behalf of Pacquiao. And when it was his turn, he gave him catch weights out. You understand? Floyd.
Got you.
Floyd took his B-side gloves. And then when it was his turn, he gave out B-side gloves and told Maidana he couldn't wear certain gloves. Like, so
What's
stop
up?
it. Everybody does
What's up?
it.
What's up with you? Not you say you don't let people out on the show, man. But your man's got on here and said Jalen Love was a slick fighter, man. What's up with that?
I mean,
You
that's
ain't
his
say
opinion.
you
That's
ain't
his
say none of that,
opinion.
man.
That's his
You ain't say
opinion.
none of that, man. This.
That's his opinion. And if you've been watching Jay Leon before he got with Mayweather, Jay Leon, I
Okay,
mean,
he
just
was slick.
just Google it though. No, honestly,
Okay.
Google early Jay Leon when he was with Lou DeBella. That dude was a
Okay.
heavily touted prospect. I mean,
That's what's up,
the
man.
way we talk about Keyshawn and them, that's how. Obviously, I don't think he had a silver medal,
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
but yo, Jay Leon was one of them dudes, and that's why Mayweather signed him. It ain't our
Okay.
fault that
Okay,
it
that's
ain't
what's up.
pan out.
It ain't panning out, man. Well, it's fight week.
A lot of fighters don't
What
pan
happened?
out.
What happened when the Mexican monster meets a boogie, man? We about to find out, man.
So
Shout out
you
TBV, smash
picking
that like button.
Andre
It's
to
free.
be clear, because I don't think Tyrone heard you. He heard you
Yeah,
shuffle and
yeah, man.
dance,
We
but he ain't hear you pick
no, man.
nobody.
No, man. We got Andrade to upset the apple cart, man.
Are
He
you?
may win it like Shakur did, or he may get in there and trade, and the first couple of rounds. The first
So
couple
you
of rounds
saying
start off
decision?
fast like he always do. Yeah, of course,
No,
decision.
no way of a knockout in your mind.
Andrade do come forward a lot, and there will be a lot of opportunities in the beginning. In the beginning, but yeah, if Andrade, if he go past the 6, then yeah, Andrade is going to be making it. It's a race to 7 at that point.
I mean,
It's a race to 7.
it's a race to 7 from the beginning.
It's a
But
race to 7.
appreciate you,
You know.
champ. Let me get to Ron Boy Fresh.
Yo, what's up, Shalom?
What up? What up?
Shit, chilling. Man, oh man. Well, let's just keep it 100. This fight is going a distance, so that's where the best money is going to be at. But my bread is going to an Andrade. It's just, there's really no money in betting in Benavidez unless he knock him out early. You dig? So I'm gonna go with Andrade. My money is on Andrade, but the fight will most likely end with a controversial split decision with Benavidez taking it. You know what I'm saying? He's the house fighter. The money is behind him. I think the judges will give him a lot of credit for him moving forward. But and I think that Andre will expose his flat feet, in my opinion. But the fight that's going to take the cake is going to be, of course, Sabril Matias. That's going to take the show. I ain't really got too much on. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's just that's where it's at. Just the money is just gonna be on the. I definitely don't see Andre getting stopped. All that getting stopped, nah, he ain't stopping no motherfucking Andre. That's just not happening. Unfortunately, Plant made it. Plant was up. If Plant gas tank ain't go from motherfucking 100 to 120 in the sixth round, that fight would have been completely different. I think Andre got a better gas tank than Plant, so that's why I'm banking at it like that. If that makes any sense to you, Mo. But that's
So
it. Simple and plain. Yeah, go ahead, Mo.
to be clear, in your mind, there's no way this fight plays out like Thursday.
No, absolutely not. No. I think the reason being is because you had a Thursday. You did go tell if you didn't have a Thursday, it's a possibility. But we had the Thursday, and motherfuckers see the backlash and what happened to what my North youngin did. So just only because it was a Thursday. Now, if we didn't have a Thursday, it is a possibility that that fight would have turned out similar to that. You dig what I'm saying? Might not be as bad as that shit was, but very similar. But I think that Andrade is going to take more risks just because of a Thursday. I think Benavidez is going to try to cut the ring off a lot better than what the fuck Dos Santos couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But it could have played out that way. But we had the Thursday. But it's gonna be a much better fight. Damn good card. Still not pay per view worthy. On my level, to 2023 level is pay per view, but not from my where I come from. It's not. But hell of a card though. But that's all I got for you, Slim. I'm documented. Book it.
Appreciate it. Troy,
Absolutely.
you got him down. He got Andre. A lot of Andre picks. We're going to put out a poll on who you guys are picking. We're just trying to make sure we get to the right number of likes. See, right now we got 800 people watching, only 462 likes. Just not right. It's just not right.
It's your time.
So, once you get me the right amount of likes, we're going to open it up and we're going to have a poll here. And we might even get another interview. You know how I do, man. I'm on that spontaneous shit. Let me go out to MacFat. Okay.
What's up, Ness?
What up, champ? Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm a boxing official in Dallas, and that's why Alex is good. I've seen him fight in the amateurs for quite some time, and I know you do a lot of work with the Spit Bucket podcast. They come out to a lot of amateur fights, and I think within the next like 5 to 7 years, you're going to see a lot of pros coming out of amateurs. We have a lot of guys who are go far in the rankings and nationals. And who's that guy from Dallas, the New Orleans guy? Do his kids fight out here?
Yes, amateurs, they fight all over. But you talking about JT, Macon Boxing on Instagram. Macon Boxing.
Does he live out here?
Yes, they relocated to Dallas.
Yeah. I probably know if I see him making boxing. But yeah, man, it's some good boxing. And that boy Alex, because you even see a lot of like Derek James comes to a lot of fights.
Nice.
And that boy Alex got some power, and he's gonna be knocking some kids out. And then I need to I guess how do I get on Patreon, or I need to support you? How do I get on Patreon or
yeah, so I will send the link to you since you're here on Discord. I think I can send you a message.
Okay. Do that, man. Do that.
Right.
Appreciate you, Ness.
Appreciate you.
All
right. Let's see who is next. Two-Tone, the superstar. What up?
Yo, how the audio?
Straight.
Hit the like button, do something with yourself. What's new, man? It's your boy Two Tone Superstar. Please say the superstar. Canelo fans, y'all got musty energy. You ducking David Benavidez. Let's be clear. If Demetrius Andrade wins, his career basically over because he would not be getting a Canelo fight. Canelo will be slithering over to Jaime Munguia. Canelo's worst fear is David Benavidez winning. Phoenix, Arizona's in the motherfucking house. This is our time to cook once again. David, the Mexican monster Benavidez. Canelo been ducking this man for too long. Of course, all y'all Canelo fans is going for Demetrius Andrade because you know you ain't got to fight Andrade either. Y'all going to slither over to Jaime Munguia, or you might slither. You definitely not going to fight Andre Morel. You definitely not going to fight Pacheco. We already know Canelo's on the he's in that point of his career where Mayweather was picking Berto and Conor McGregor. His worst fear
That's not
is
your
fighting
bell, my
David.
bad.
Oh yeah, that's his worst fear, and that's why is Shakur Stevenson in the thumbnail. I am weak as fuck. I just don't know why this man is.
Oh, because we got another slick black fighter versus another, alleged puncher. Are we gonna end up with another Shakur performance? I mean, every time we think we gonna get a fight, somebody decides they gotta do a little more than necessary. So, it's a question that we gotta pose. Like, so you don't see this fight getting to that level of boredom?
I could see Demetrius Andrade pulling off a sneaker, man. I could see that.
There you go.
David gonna bring the fight. We already know David's gas tank in the second half of the fight gets higher. We know that by history. Demetrius Andrade Ness, we call this stage too big, lights too bright, wide-eyed. He's never been in a fight of this magnitude. The stage will be too big for him. He's going to crumble in front of them lights. He's a Patriot fan. Tom Brady been retired. I don't know what's going on with Boston. Jason Tatum, Puerto Rican with the slick hair. It's over. It's over. I'm out, man. TBV, December 9th, Devin the Dream Haney, buy pay-per-view. Support boxing, buy pay-per-view. I'm out.
All right. Two-tone superstar. Salute. Looks like we got.
You may feel like it's your time.
We got Lala says $2. Demetrius Andrade, 3 glove emojis, the king emoji. You guys, thumbs up, exclamation emoji, thumbs up, exclamation emoji, and another thumbs up, exclamation emoji. All right. Appreciate you and the support and telling everybody to hit that thumbs up. Right now we at 508 thumbs up, which is, I guess, okay, but not enough, right? We need the 800 of you watching to click it so we could do some other things, man, because we got some stuff planned, but we need to come to the right count. Right now, we're at 183,811 subscribers. So if you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and do so. We're trying to get to 1 million, but we need your help. We are going out to who is rocking out with us on the check-in. Adrian in Uruguay. What up?
¿Cómo estás, Nes?
What up?
Hey, man. No, I don't think it's gonna be like the Shakur fight. I watched that fight. It was like 3 a.m. in the morning here in Uruguay, and the national team the national soccer team just finished playing like a couple hours before that, and I convinced a few friends to stay with me and watch the Shakur fight. Friends that are not boxing fans, they don't know boxing. So I convinced them, you're going to see a lot of action. Shakur is a great fighter. And I struggled to stay awake from that fight. But yeah, I think Shakur showed me good defense, but that was it. Only good defense. He was running from nothing, in my opinion. And the crazy thing about it, my friends that are not boxing fans, they love the fight. They were like, oh, look at the footwork. Look at the way he's moving. They loved it. I was amazed by that. Crazy. But yeah, on the ropes on Navarrete, I think Navarrete won, and I think Shakur won that fight clearly. Regarding Benavidez and Andrade fight, I think we're going to get a good fight. I can see Benavidez struggling in the beginning of the fight, trying to find the right range and trying to bait Andrade to engage and exchange with him. I feel like the first 4 or 5 rounds is going to look similar to the Caleb Plant fight, and then Benavidez is going to pick it up from there. Is going to find a way to win, probably unanimous decision, and he might even drop Andrade. But I think Andrade is going to look good even after losing the fight, kind of like a moral victory. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got on the fight. I also want to remind the fans to score the fight. Score the fight if they want to debate about the outcome. Score the fight round by round. And in that way, we can have a proper debate. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got. Shout out to you, Nes, and shout out to the boxing community.
Shout out to you, champ. Appreciate you for checking in. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Help me out. Share my shit. Help me grow. Help the show. Help get new callers. Maybe you don't like my voice, but you like Giovanni in Stockton. What up?
Going on, Ness? Hey,
Chilling.
a lot of these people disrespectful, bro. How you come into the house and don't even wipe your feet? You know what I mean? Hitting the like button only takes 2 seconds, bro. But anyways, outside of that, David Benavidez, Boo Boo, I do not see that shit playing out. No way, shape, form. Similar to Shakur, just because I feel like David is too hungry for this shit. Like everybody knows that, you know, for a while he was slacking with it. He was undisciplined outside of the ring. And honestly, watching his latest interviews, I really like the fact that he took a lot of accountability for that shit. You know what I mean? He understood that he pretty much delayed his career. A lot of people talking about Canelo ducking Benavidez, but I don't really see it that way. I see that if he doesn't take that fight next, if David wins, that right there I could see as ducking. But
I mean,
people
does the
forget
fashion
that
matter though? Does it matter how David wins? That's why that's why I'm specifically saying like the performance from Thursday. Like I know people can't see David getting the win like that, but if the win is ugly, will Canelo still fight him or fight the winner?
I mean, it's hard to tell because I personally feel like there's no way of not fighting David if he's the winner and it not looking like a duck. But you know, especially because the WBC has, you know, allegedly mandated it, and I say allegedly because we see how they operate. I mean, you know, I know you see it differently. Like Wilder's doing what he needs to do as far as getting back into, you know, motion, but I feel like Wilder openly ducking Ruiz and WBC is allowing that, even though they mandated that. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. As far as if he
Oh
wins
man,
as
you
a
just earned free time. How explain to us how Wilder is ducking Ruiz when Ruiz is the one on record not accepting the offer. So what did you hear that we didn't?
Nah, but remember how it went down at first? See, because the thing is, right, Ruiz, when he fought Ortiz, Wilder stepped into the ring. They invited him into the ring. Wilder stepped in there, and then they said, let's run it next. Wilder said, yeah, let's run it. And then WBC mandated it. They said they must fight each other, right? And then when that was going on, Malik was on record. He did a interview, and he's on record. There's the audio and all that where he said, we're not interested in Ruiz. He's high risk, low reward. They said we're interested in a fight like AJ and Usyk. At that time, Wilder was supposedly going to try to petition for Usyk. That fell through. He was going to that fell through.
Yeah, but champ, you
and
still
then he went
talking
with
about
Helenius.
you still talking about old news. Like they sent Ruiz an offer and he countered with more money.
No, yeah. This latest time, yeah. I mean, I guess he asked for if it's true they saying that he asked for what, like 20 million or some shit. I don't know, but what I do know is that now Ruiz, said, "Hey, I'll take the 10 million," or I don't know if that maybe that's what they offered him and whatever. But Ruiz said, "I'll take the 10 million. Let's make it happen." But instead, Wilder's going with Parker, and I get it because hey,
I
if the
mean,
Saudis come
is it
knocking at the door,
exactly? Is it really Wilder, or is the Saudis offering Wilder a fight? Like, at the end of the day, you
I
got to
see it
go
as
where
a
the money
business
at.
decision. Yeah, I see it like a business decision, but at the same time, it's still a duck. Like, because
Yeah, I
as
don't see
far
it
as
that way
that
because there was
supposedly a
an
fight was,
offer sent that Ruiz turned down. But let me get to some other callers. That was Giovanni. We going out to Trey in Omaha. What up?
Yo,
What up?
what up? Hey, so Shakur, I don't know. I just really don't know like what to say. You know what I mean? I'm just listening to what's going on, and I'm letting it be. You know what I mean? But ain't nothing I can say. Ain't nothing I can say. A win is a win. It was an ugly win, but the job got done. We did WBC champ. I'm happy about that. Now let's move on. Let's talk about Andrade and Boo Boo. I mean Andrade and Benavidez. I think that it's gonna be a crazy one. Like it's gonna be a good one, but it's gonna be crazy. I like Benavidez more, obviously. A lot of callers are going with Andrade for the upset, which is,
Word.
Yeah, I've been paying attention. You know what I mean? I've been paying attention. It's been a little crazy. Hey, I had to call in. I don't know what's up with Spaces, but I had to call in because Spaces been like tripping lately. So it's been a while since I called in. But what's up, TBV, man? I hope everybody good. I hope all is well. Congrats to Shakur again. 2024 looking like a big year. So, I hope everybody having a good morning. And yeah, shout out to you, Ness. Thank you for bringing the show on the podcast every day, man. We appreciate you helping us get through our day. Yeah, that's about it for me.
Appreciate
But
you,
yeah,
champ.
man. Yes, sir.
All right. We going out to Marion. What up? In the
Good
DMV?
good morning, TBZ. No, I'm in
Cali. You in
Inland
Cali.
Empire area. Yeah, I'm in Cali, close to LA.
What up, champ?
But check this out, man. I told you that Devin and Shakur ain't ready for no Tank, man. Shakur put on a performance like that against Tank, they gonna throw the whole kid in the trash, bro. That's exactly what's gonna happen. And as far as Boo Boo and David, I really like David. I feel like Boo Boo best chance is rounds 1 through 5. David's punch output is it's really good, and he likes to look at people's face when he start beating that ass. So he's just gonna be looking into y'all all who bet on Boo Boo and basically saying he's wiping y'all parlays out. Boo Boo. Once it hits 7, 8 rounds, y'all gonna see Boo Boo getting tired, Boo Boo getting punched on, Boo Boo falling back into the corner. All that awkward shit ain't gonna work. And then as far as Canelo, yeah, it is a duck if he don't win. Fight Benavidez after this fight because, I mean, damn, how much more does he gotta do? Who's next for him?
Ignore that, bro.
If
My
he
bad.
don't
I
fight,
never restarted it.
okay. Yeah, if he don't fight Canelo, man, who's next? There's nobody else for him to fight. Canelo got to get it together, man. Just get a boy his chance like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? He fight Jack Catteralls and shit, all type of other stuff. But yeah, that's what I got, Ness.
All right. If you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. Like I said, we're trying to get to 1 million. Right now, we just got to 183,817. It would be amazing to make it to 184,000 during this live show. We're going out to calls. What is up on Twitter?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, what's up, Naz? So yeah, what I need David Benavidez to do, man, he needs to walk out to the song called Ciudad Peligrosas by Edgardo Nunez, bro, because him walking out to that song, he's not losing to no fucking bum come November 25th. And I was watching the Brian Cussler's interview with Jamal Charlo, and he asked Jamal, which was pretty interesting. He asked him like what fight interests him the most, the Caleb Plant fight, Dave Morrell, or Dave Benavidez, and he said that the David Benavidez interests him the most. So I have a feeling, bro, like once David cooks Andrade on Saturday, he might get the David fight. Cause he even said like he would like to fight the winner, and then the winner of Jamal and David Benavidez could fight Canelo. So that could be another option. But I got David winning, bro. Like I want to say stoppage, but then sometimes, but then I got the feeling I might go all 12 rounds. But David, he's just gonna punish him the whole fight. What's Demetrius Andrews' best win? Is it the Vanis Martirosyan fight?
Yep.
Didn't he get knocked down in the first round?
Probably.
So, yeah, I think this is David's momentum, bro. He can't lose this fight. He knows what's next for him, so he can't lose this fight. If Canelo doesn't fight him next, bro, not this year, man, I don't know if he's ever gonna fight him. Unless if they do it at 175, which I doubt it, because I don't think Canelo will fight fight David at 175. But I'm pretty excited also to see Jamal like fight again. It's good to see him back. That he's coming back. Like I hope like it's a good fight, but I don't think Jamal would knock him out, but
What?
he's gonna struggle a lot because it's like against Junior. You think he's gonna knock him out after
You
3
think he
years?
don't? Junior's never fought at that
I
weight.
don't
I
know, man.
mean,
That's a lot of ring rust.
it's a catch weight. I
But
don't
that's a
know,
lot of
bro.
ring rust too.
I don't know. Oof.
Uh, he'll he'll probably maybe I wouldn't say he's gonna knock him out like how he did Julian Jack Williams, how Terrence Crawford knocked out Bud, but maybe a stoppage, maybe. But I don't think he's gonna knock him out like Bud did to Benavidez. But yeah, man, I'm pretty excited for Saturday, and also I'm pretty excited to see Matias fight because it's like, bro, like I want Matias to also get a unification belt. I'm calling for Matias to fight Haney, bro. That's the fight I want to see. So if Bill ever hears this, bro, like Bill, come on, man. Matias fight, it'll be really good for Haney. But that's my call, Ness. Thank you,
I'm a Haney
and have a nice day.
protector, is what y'all gonna say. But if Haney goes into a Matias fight
You may
next,
feel like it's your time.
I would hope he just gets his credit, man. I ain't gonna say how great it would make him. I just would hope he gets his credit because, Cambosos, Loma, Regis, Matias, that would be an amazing resume to read on anyone's box rec if it went like that, back to back to back to back to back. We have average boxing fan with a $2 super chat that says, whoever picking doo-doo still believe in Santa Claus with the Santa Claus emoji. We got Oscar Hernandez, $2. Oscar versus Trinidad vibes, Uh-oh. So he feels like Andre's going to run around the ring for the last 3 rounds or run around the ring, period. Mike likes TV, $2. Mauricio WBC already said Canelo versus Benavidez is next. Yeah, we've seen mandates never happen like Isaac Cruz and Shakur. Big Super Mix, $5 Super Chat. He says WBC also said that they are bringing back the franchise in order to not push mandatory and ET in the way of boxing or historical fights, winner not getting Nello. I doubt it. For Canelo, he needs an opponent. How many Canelo opponents out there not named Benavidez, Andrade, winner? I don't know that fight isn't an option regardless. I just think it's not an option if it's a shit performance. If it's a shit performance, I can see them being overlooked, for a Jaime Munguia or someone like that. We're going out to Brandon, Cincinnati. Let's see if we can connect. Yo. JT, Dallas. Unmute.
Yo, what up, Ness?
What up?
Nah, man, that was a good interview. Shout out to Alex Holly. I saw him spar a few times at Donkerville Gym. He be going through people though. So like, if he stay hungry, stay focused, he should have a good career.
What you mean going through people?
That dude be beating the shit out of people.
Oh.
He little young dude. He hungry though, for real though. Like I say, he stay focused, man. He gonna do his thing. As far as this topic. Yesterday I had to go back. We did all that hooping and hollering on the phone. I went back and watched the fight. Her and Shakur. That backhand maybe four.
You breaking up, champ. I don't know. Huh. That's strange. Well,
5 times. But he beat the guy with Benavidez fight. Tyrone, I want you to keep tab of all these people that's calling in. And I'm a Benavidez fan. I like Benavidez. You see Andrade changing levels on him, touching him a lot. I got Andrade by decision, but I do see Andrade dropping Benavidez once in this fight. But it's gonna be a good fight. Definitely not gonna be like a fight like Thursday. Skill gonna be on this more favoring Andrade side. Benavidez has skill, but I just think he's gonna be a tad bit too late to catch up with Andrade in this fight. So Tyron, you can put me down for Andrade by decision. If we go to scorecard. I'm not being biased. I can see how Benavidez win. I can break that down for you, but I'm just picking Andrade in this fight. Besides all that, what else? What other topic we had on here?
Nah, just that. Your breakdown of the fight, and do you see it ending up? Could you see it being a fight like Thursday?
Absolutely not, man. You got Benavidez, an action-packed fighter that's coming to fight. Demetrius Andrade ain't gonna have no choice but to fight, and I think he's gonna capitalize on a lot of aggressive mistakes that Benavidez gonna make in the ring. So
You may feel
most
like it's your
definitely
turn,
it's gonna be an
but
action-packed
it's
fight.
not your turn.
But next, I can ask you something though.
Yeah.
Hey, I think you need to go back and watch that Shakur fight one time, and it might change your point of view how he fought. He fought with one hand, and I still give a dude credit for fighting with one hand, like 12 rounds like that to do that. And there's a lot of things where y'all kept saying when he was moving
Let
back
me
too much.
ask you a
I think,
question now. Let me ask
hold
you a
on,
question
hold on.
now.
Can I finish it? Can I finish it?
I mean, I
Can
thought
I
your
finish it?
question
Then you
was
ask
like to
mine.
go back and watch it. All right.
All right. Well, all I'm saying is just go back and look at it. He fought a guy with one hand. He fought one time, and if a guy got one hand, there's a lot of stuff he can't do and capitalize. And then on top of it, the guy was a southpaw against a southpaw. Well, go back and watch it and see if you might change your mind.
Any other excuses tonight, JT?
I don't make excuses. I'm talking about the first
Come
excuses.
on, man. We out of here with that, man. Give me that bullshit. Tank ain't fight with one hand. Pitbull Cruz ain't more Peruvian than De Los Santos? Stop with the excuses, man. Y'all got to stop with this excuse shit. Yo, man, I don't know. Go back and watch. He fought with one hand, bruh. Valdez ain't fought with a broke jaw? Like, I mean, Wilder didn't fight with a broke hand. Like, come on, just no more protection plans, bruh. Boxologist, what up?
Yo, what up, man? First thing I like to say, bro, is WBC is full of crap. That's number one. I find it quite odd that they're coming out publicly stating that, if Benavidez win, they want to mandate the Canelo fight. But what about if Andrade win? Is that like they just gonna allow Canelo to duck? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that, man. The ignorance of these casual boxing fans is amazing as well, man. Like, y'all keep saying, "Oh man, it's power, or he gonna win a decision. The Benavidez gonna win a decision," but nobody is disputing that Andrade is a superior boxer. His IQ is higher. So how do you win a decision if the other guy is a superior boxer than you? And they talking about, oh, he's gonna beat the shit out of him. He's gonna stop him. These ignorant ass fans don't understand, bro. Demetrius Andrade has a 7 when it comes to opponents landing punches on him, it's 7. His average is 17%. The punches, other people, as far as his opponents landing punches, they only land 17% of their punches in his whole career on him. When it comes to the copy box stats, right? He's ranked number 8. When he's talking about hit and not get hit, he's tied number 8 in the hit and not get hit percentage with Terrence Crawford. And they the same age. So that's why I was telling you last time, man, it's another Terrence Crawford. But Ness, man, I gotta ask you, bro, since when the hell does Canelo, like, a person gotta look good or bad for them to get a Canelo fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, when did that never matters with Canelo. When does that ever matter with Canelo, bro?
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you when it matters. When he fought Keller Plant. Whenever he fights a big name, whenever you got to pay Canelo $40, $50 million, it ain't going to be versus no Yeardom. Remember,
Okay.
Billy Joe brought 70,000 people. It was 70,000 in the crowd when he fought Billy Joe. Like,
yeah,
they got to make money.
And who did Billy Joe? That's cool. Hey, look, check this out. But who did Billy Joe fight that was such an amazing fight that we called for the Canelo fight after that? Who did Yeardom fight?
He ain't
that was
fight
such
nobody.
An amazing
He ain't fight nobody, but he had a country. He had a country. Yeardom don't count because Yeardom wasn't the same price. Remember, Yeardom don't get the same amount of money, and Canelo don't get the same amount of money to fight Yeardom.
Right, but you just said that he got a big fight and he gets the dude put on a good performance and then he gets a Canelo fight.
Champ,
so I asked you, okay,
I'm going to explain it a different way.
Nobody.
I'm going to explain it a different way. If the winner wins in a fight like Thursday, right? How do they pay Canelo $50 million?
Canelo, tell me, true or false? Canelo's at the level now, he gets $40-50 million paydays no matter who he fights.
That's not true.
So that's how they gonna pay. They gonna pay him.
That's not
bro,
true.
He gets 40.
But it's not true.
How come it's not true?
Just Google it. He didn't get $50 million or $40 million for Rada. He get it when he fight a name, meaning he gonna get it when he fight Andre. He gonna get it when he fight Benavidez. But if they put on a Thursday night performance, how you gonna sell the pay-per-views? You know how many pay-per-views you need to sell to make $50 million?
But last time I checked, they offered him $50 million for Benavidez way before Andrade fighting in the Plant fight. Obviously,
they
it's
offered
not
him that.
The opponent in a performance.
They offered Canelo $55 million versus Earl and versus Benavidez because they believe that's marketable. Now, they offered that before Benavidez got in a fight with Andrade, who is capable of making Benavidez look horrible. But you still believe somebody's going to give up $50 million, and that ain't even counting Benavidez' purse.
See, I don't think now. I'm at a point now with Showtime shutting down.
I did the
think
math.
they're gonna get $50 million for the fight.
I did the math. That's the bell. 625,000 pay-per-views at $80 is just Canelo's purse. but you think that the winner don't gotta look good, man. Y'all be bumping your heads. I just swear to God. But it's beautiful to be the guy that gets to say that y'all wrong. And for JT, I put it in the Discord, but I'm gonna say it. When Rada and Canelo happened, JT called in to tell us how not good Canelo is, how he ain't on the pound for pound, how he's a fraud, all this shit, right? Now, some of this I might be putting in his mouth, but we get the gist. We know what the fuck he said. But now with Shakur, he got an injury. It's okay. But when Canelo had a reported injury for the Ryder fight, it wasn't okay. When Canelo didn't knock out Triple G in the third fight, it wasn't okay. He just a bum. You understand? Keep that same energy because Ness keep tabs. And Ness got a whole team of producers to keep tabs on y'all. You can't never get one over on us. We watching you. We watching you. JT, we watching you. Canada, stand up. The 6, Ryan.
Yo, what's going on, Ness? What's going on, TBV Nation?
Great morning.
Smash that like button. Hey man, this better be a good fight. There's a lot at risk here for these guys. You know, this is a career defining moment for both guys. I mean, if Benavidez win, then us the fans, we gotta put pressure on Canelo and the WBC to mandate that fight. But if Andrade win, he's been chasing Canelo out divisions, so he deserve a shot too. So I think we got to be fair as a fan base, and we got to say the winner got to get Canelo. You just can't dismiss Demetrius Andrade because this is his first big fight apparently. But if we get a fight like Thursday night, I'm gonna be fucking pissed, man, because I'm putting up money for the pay per view. So we can't get that, man.
How
And
much
I
is it
don't
in
think
Canada?
Andrade do it, bro. I pay what you guys pay in
Oh,
Canadian price, so y'all, it's probably like $105 or something like that Canadian.
shit.
Yeah, man, and it kills me because like I get these pay per views and they just shit, man. So um, I don't think this is gonna be like that though. I think both men know there's a lot at stake here, so they gotta perform. And Andrade gonna bang a bit. I think we're gonna see Andrade hang in there with Benavidez and bang a little bit and move around the ring. But I got Benavidez winning by majority decision. I think this is gonna be a tight fight down the line and gonna come down to the last couple rounds, man. And as far as the undercard, we get another good undercard. Thursday's undercard was great. This undercard should be great, but we just gotta hope the main event comes through. And man, it's a great year for boxing. This is such a great fucking year. Like we capping this year off with the big fight in Saudi, and then like, damn man, we still got Tank to come back next year. We got Devin fighting in a couple weeks too, December 9th. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
man, as a boxing fan, this is just great, man, to see the
One of the
sport flourishing
best.
like this. Yeah, man. Like this is a great year. I think we need to be more positive and just spread more positive energy because boxing, I mean, it's been a while since I've seen it like this. And it's probably like HBO days when Oscar and Roy Jones and Floyd was coming up. That's probably like the last time we had a bunch of like pay-per-views that were like back to back great, 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 great. So I mean, this is a good year for boxing. Yo, Ness, did you see UFC got the sphere for next year?
Yeah, I
They
read
got
an
the
article
September
like
date.
that they booked it for
Yo,
the
man.
Mexican fight.
Fuck, man. I wanted us to get that shit first.
I mean,
Fuck
it
UFC,
works better
man.
for them, right? I think because they're an octagon. I don't know. I mean,
Nah,
I think either one of us could have did it.
I feel like we do it gonna be more better, man.
I mean,
But
hey, Oscar and them got to step up their
You
game.
may feel like it's your
no,
time,
they do, man. They gotta form
but this
Voltron,
ain't
bro.
your
They gotta
time.
get together.
That's the
Yeah,
bell. Listen, they out here putting their ideas in the universe and letting UFC actually act out on them. That's Oscar's fault. And Bob, because he's part of the T.O. Ryan fight, allegedly, that we had a top ranked representative tell us that far is far from done. Hawk, Maryland, Hawk, Hawk,
Yo,
Hawk,
hello.
yo.
Hey, can you get this down? Hello?
Yes, 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 yes,
Oh,
yes.
my bad, my bad. I got my kid in. Hey, look, Ness. I'm going with the not David. You know, David's my guy, but I got to go with Andre on this one. I'm thinking he's going to probably put David down a couple times in his fight. Um, Andre's style was the way he keeps his feet so far apart, and then Benavidez style where he keeps his feet so close together. I think Benavidez will be on the attack, doing what he does, and he's going to get caught right down the center early in the fight. Andre has dropped like 6 or 7 people or 10 people in a row in all of his last like 10 fights or something, man. I don't think like one person got out of there without getting knocked down. So, but I'm not saying David can't beat the fight. I'm thinking, you know, maybe he can, you know, he got that engine for later on. But I think early in the fight, we're going to see people going to be a lot surprised at um, what Andre do with Benavidez early in the fight. Andre's really good early, but he does get tired later on in the fight. So I have to see his stamina. But I just think, as far as the boxing ability, stance, and angles, it's going to be angles that throw David off. It's going to be the angles that Andre used that throw David off for the early in the fight. Like he had that double fight with the who was the guy that dropped David Benavidez? He was with he had a rematch with him under Floyd Mayweather. You remember that fight? Was it Brio? I can't think of his name. You know what I'm talking about? Ness.
What happened?
I said, you remember the guy that knocked Benavidez down in the 12th
Yeah,
round
Ronald
of that
Graville.
fight?
Ronald Graville.
Graville, right.
Mayweather fighter,
Graville is
Ronald Graville.
yeah, it was under the Mayweather card, right. My point making, he had a rematch with him too. But my point making is that guy is was just really sturdy, but he caught Benavidez off balance coming in, and that's what I think Andre is going to do. So whatever bets people do, I just think you should bet on some knockdowns because I believe he's going to drop Benavidez. I ain't going to say 100% sure. I think he's going to beat him, but I'm going to have to lean towards Andre for a decision in this fight. He's a determined fighter. He's really good at being awkward. He has a very stiff jab. And like I said, Benavidez is my guy, but he does keep his feet. Like he keep his feet just don't be in good position because he's on the attack so much. And I think that's not going to be a good idea against Andre. So I think Andre 12-round decision, and he will drop Benavidez. I believe he will definitely drop him once or twice in this fight. But I'm gonna go with slight decision.
You may
All
feel like
right.
it's your time,
Hawk, Maryland
but it's not your
on the
time.
check-in. Going back to Discord, let's see. No Brandon there. No Brandon. We got actually we got the other Brandon. Mr. Lenz. Mr. Lenz. Where the hell?
Let's start with this. I'm a creative genius.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the hard-hitting rising star fighting out of and representing Houston, Texas.
The most dangerous producer on YouTube.
El Bandera Negro.
Brandon in Houston.
Brandon in Houston. SDS Promotion.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to send me the contract. Them bitches know what's up. I'm right here waiting for them.
This black flag phenomena that is happening right now across the United States.
All that. Is he gonna connect?
Yo, I know
Oh,
you hear me.
I hear you. I was about to say.
All that you just ready to go off. I hear you. You ready to go off. Nah. As I hear all these people calling in, you know, talking about, you know, Andre to knock this many people down in the first round, like Benavidez don't know that. Like he finna just come in there reckless and try to knock this nigga out in the first round. Like that's dumb. Like I think people like tend to overlook his defensive responsibility. I mean, They conveniently want to jump back to 2017 when the 19-year-old dude get knocked down. That's cool. But this is 2023, unfortunately for them. 6 years later and shit. Way better fighter. Showed, like I said, against Caleb Plant, he wasn't just going like the first couple of rounds. He was being super responsible. He was jumping in and out. He wasn't getting, Caleb Plant got his shit off, but it wasn't like he was just recklessly standing there to be hit. Caleb Plant, salute to him, did his thing. But in this fight, I can see Andrade, making it look like something in the first 3 rounds. And then eventually, he'll start slowing down and then he'll end up as roadkill, in the late rounds. That's how I see it playing out. As far as the WBC go, we've been here before. They told us last time, when the winner of Planet Benavidez was going to be mandated to fight Canelo. What happened to that? Now he back in the same position again. Mind you, after winning the interim belt in May of 22, now they talking about they're going to mandate it in March of 24. It's like, this shit is unbelievable how they do it, man. So I don't even know what to believe. If Canelo fight Munguia in May instead of Benavidez, I don't know how Canelo fans will be able to defend this. I don't know how they can defend it at this point.
What you mean? As a Canelo fan, I understand the necessity, just like Matchroom understands the necessity of domestic fights. Canelo, you seen, he didn't bring a Mexican to Mexico. He brought Rada, and you seen the turnout and the event that was historical. Historical. And I know you don't like this. I know y'all going to laugh at what I'm saying, but the last all-Mexican affair we had is him and Chavez Jr. Him and Munguia would be greater than that, whether you like it or not.
So wait a minute. So you saying that Munguia, why not put Benavidez in that position? I don't get it. What's the difference?
The difference is Munguia.
Is he not Mexican? Is he not the Mexican monster? So
the difference is
why would that not be bigger than that?
The difference is Munguia gets treated like more Mexican. You know it. You heard a Mexican call it. I mean, is average boxing fan not Mexican? Is average boxing fan not Mexican calling them Colombian?
That's because that's because average boxing fan hates Benavidez. He's scared of him. That's his issue. He don't want to see that fight. So he's welcoming anything other than Benavidez. I mean, just like most Canelo fans. Anybody but Benavidez. They want to see Crawford before Benavidez.
He picked Benavidez. He picked Benavidez. He picked Benavidez.
No, I know. But he hates Boo Boo too, though. So it's just easier for him to do that now. It's convenient for him to pick Benavidez over Andre. But when it comes to Canelo, he's scared to death. Like, I talk to him all the time. He's scared to death of Benavidez. So that's the point. You can't tell me that Benavidez's name not bigger than Munguia's name all across any kind of boxing circle. Period. It's just no way.
I don't know, man.
That fight do way more numbers than. Come on,
I think
man.
Globally, hey yo, bruh, Benavidez himself and his father told you they got failed negotiations with Munguia. They almost made the fight, and they're gonna revisit that fight. But somehow Canelo's ducking if he try to do what Benavidez did, huh?
Well, bro, I mean, what do you mean? Canelo the one, he could pick anybody he want to fight. What do you mean?
So somehow Benavidez could go and pick Munguia before fighting Canelo. Canelo can't do that.
How long is it going to be before he fight him? It's been 3. How long have I been calling into the show asking for that fight, man?
True or false? Benavidez got in negotiations with Munguia before he got in negotiations with Canelo. True or false?
Did Canelo not already turn out a $50 million offer for Benavidez?
True or false?
Did Canelo already not turn down a $50 million offer for Benavidez? True or false?
False.
Okay. I rest my case.
False.
But don't try to do that. Don't try to do that. I just thought Stephen Espinosa told you what happened. Don't try to pull that.
He turned down a multi-fight deal. He turned
down one fight deal, Ness. Don't do that. Don't do that. It was a multi-fight. It was a one-fight deal for Benavidez, $50 million.
It was 2 fights.
$55 million.
It was 2 fights.
One.
$55 million.
It was one.
It was $55 million. It was $55 million for Benavidez and whatever million for Charlo or.
No. That was another one. That was 2. No. It was one. It was one with him and Charlo, and was one just Benavidez. He turned that down. Stephen Espinosa told us that, so don't do that, Ness.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh, you talking about the offer that came from Samson?
The offer that came from Stephen Espinosa.
I don't remember that. You're going to have to send us paperwork.
Yeah. Okay, I'll send it to you. Don't worry about it. I'm on it. I've been on that. That's all I got to say.
It still don't change the fact The
Take effect at
Benavidez,
what?
the Benavidez negotiated with Munguia and tried to make a fight.
Bruh, the offer that should happen early this year.
All
Like
right,
the offer to Canelo, that should
exactly.
happen
So,
last year.
so Benavidez was trying to negotiate this year. This year, Munguia was good enough for Benavidez, but he ain't good enough for Canelo. I see what you're doing.
Canelo was on the schedule for
No,
Charlo
it's
already
all
during
good.
the
Listen,
negotiation.
I've
Was he
exposed
not
you.
on the schedule?
I've
Did he not have
exposed
Charlo
you.
already signed?
I've exposed you as a as a as a
How
as
you
a
expose
as a
me?
as a as a
Was
as a only
was
Benavidez fan.
Canelo already not fighting Charlo in that situation? Right?
I, I've
Am I right or am I wrong?
I've exposed you as a only Benavidez fan.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you can try to
We gotta
you
go.
go try to flip that narrative on me.
We gotta
I got
go,
all the
Mr.
facts.
Producer. We
I got
gotta
all
go.
the facts. I got all the facts.
Pick the right winner, champ. Pick the right winner. We got some counter punches here. Let's see. We got some counter punches here. So looks like we got.
I'm in the ocean. You say you the big fish. I'm looking for you. Maybe a spiss. Get his tail out his butt. He'll fight me.
You are watching a master at work.
Fish is attack to close it. Y'all get practice, baby. When I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. Oh, big in the motherfucker, man. We ain't gonna be able to fire your punk ass out here. What you wanna bet? You can bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. I'll break your fucking neck.
J-Mac, New Orleans.
Don't like what I said, nigga? Do something fucking about it.
One of the best finishers in the game. Give me the towel. Give me the towel.
SDS Promotion.
Get ready for the back attack.
This why I don't do intros, you see? He ain't even connect. Now we got an intro, no connect. You feel me? This why I don't do intros, bro. So I don't do intros, bro.
Yo, can you hear me?
We got you.
Nah, man, that's Discord. I was ready, man. Like, shit, I was ready. Man, look, Kenny Porter just needed to get that towel for you. Brandon had you on the ropes, and I ain't trying to argue. Hey, man, look, speaking of turning out offers, he didn't only turn down David, he turned down Andrade when Andrade was on the zone. I'm a little complex on if Canelo wins this fight. If David wins this fight, or if Andrade wins this fight, I think it's equal opportunity. Canelo the cash cow himself. We don't need a narrative to sell a fight. Pretty much, Canelo he can sell it. The name and the win, whoever wins this fight, and it's nowhere close. This fight be a Thursday fight. You got a fighter that comes forward, aggressive, get people out of there. The Mexican monster, stopping shit, stalking shit, running through shit at 168. And then you got Andrade who got a provable point, who go sit in there and bang. I don't know about 2 knockdowns. I think I'm gonna get one up in there, and I'll break that down too. Let me run both my calls back to back. So ain't no way this fight could be a guy who had a younger fighter who had an injury and was fighting an athletic guy, and really neither one put on the best performance, but one still was able to win a unanimous decision with an injury. So that's pretty impressive. Shout out to Shakur. Going back to the fight, David or Andrade both deserved a shot at Canelo. Both of them been around Canelo for a long time. You got the famous horrible fighter, all this back and forth. Canelo been around Andrade since 154. 155 when he made his weight class up. David been running through stuff at 168, and he put his name in the hat. McGear ain't bigger than neither one of these fights. I don't care what narrative you spin or what you trying to run. It ain't bigger than a David Benavidez, and it damn sure ain't bigger than Andrade, because whoever win this fight is going to push them ahead and put them in a situation to where they should be fighting Canelo, because this is one of the biggest fights in the sport, whether we want to give that credit or not. I know a bunch of Canelo fans, shout out to Supermax, shout out to Average Boxers fan. I think they really scared because Supermax shared some stuff with me. I don't want to put them on blast. I'm going to troll them a little later if I have to about Boo Boo and Canelo. But the reason why I got Andrade winning this fight, and I got a split decision. Shout out to David, big fan of David, but I'm a bigger fan of Andrade, so I gotta choose one. David don't apply that jab with them feet in coordination in sequence, and I think Andrade with his style, his awkwardness, he been at the waist, he changed his levels, he fight mid range. Shout out to Hawk who been doing his research. Andrade has been knocking people down and getting and knocking people down early, whether he going to distance or not. But for some reason, his power is effective enough to catch dudes and catch fighters off balance.
The reason why I think he's going to score a knockdown against David, David squares his feet up and David steps and crosses his feet to close distance. I don't think he works his jab effectively enough to move his feet in position to keep his size and his length of like make the fighter stay behind it. Somebody like Andrade, when you watch him fight tall guys like a Fox, like a Willie Nelson, like a I forget your name. That's my two. I got two calls right now.
Yeah, this is your second call.
Oh, okay. When you watch him, he get under those tall fighters, and a lot of tall guys struggle with his style because being that he could get low and how he dips and how he slips on angles, it's hard to place your shot on him. Now, the work rate of David can probably prevail in the second fight because Andrade hasn't proved that he can stop somebody, but he showed prove he could put you down and outbox you and go the distance. I got it a split decision because I think David will get credit for the second half of the fight. It's gonna be a tough fight. It's definitely gonna be a entertaining fight. Looking forward to it. But I got Boo Boo. I think a lot of people sleeping on Andrade. I think they want him to be what Canelo called him, a horrible fighter, which isn't true. He about to be a third-time champion in 3 different weight classes. There's a reason why he couldn't get fights. Ness had the pleasure of interviewing a matchmaker that came on the show for DAZN, and he told Ness on a call that Andrade he never seen nothing like that in his life. How this dude get avoided so much, and how it's hard to make a fight for him, and people turning it down. After this weekend, it'll be no excuse, nowhere for Canelo to run. Shout out to whoever win this fight. I got Andrade. If David win this fight, I want to see Canelo and David next. If Andrade win this fight, I definitely want to see Canelo and Andrade next. Shout out to his fans. I can't wait to hear the excuses after this weekend, but it's coming, and we'll see what it is. That's my call.
All right. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. That was J-Mac. And we got a super chat from Supermax in response. $2. He says, you got Nathan. I said on air, Boo Boo would beat Nello. There you go. And speaking of super chats, we got Jordan with the counterpunch, but not before the $10 super chat from Nate from Alien Games. Ness, you keep killing this shit. Shout out to TBV. Hit that like, share, and subscribe, mother effers. I got David by decision. Troy, write that down. And truthfully, I'm hoping Jose whoops Jamal, man. I'm tired of him. Average boxing fan, $2. David is more Mexican than the Mexican-born Munguia. Second counterpunch from Jordan. All right, Jordan, keep it clean, brother. We want to talk boxing, champ.
Y'all hear me?
You know we do.
Yo, y'all hear me? Listen, I sent to on accident, but you can say that shit for later. Matter of fact, if somebody call in with a great point, you can use that. Or if somebody want to keep talking, you can use that as a counterpunch. So you like give that to somebody. Like somebody make a great point, you arguing with somebody, give that counterpunch to somebody. But yeah, so listen, what's the topic right now? David Benavidez is Andrade, right?
Correct.
I got, not gonna lie, that's a tough fight because Andrade he tricky, he a tricky fighter. That's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Andrade's only chance to win is in the first couple rounds, from 1 to 4, 1 through 5. That's probably his only chance because he be knocking shit down. He a terrible finisher. He's not a great finisher. That's his problem. He got power, but he just can't get him out the ring. But I see later in the rounds, I see Benavidez picking it up on him. He's gonna touch him all night. And I think he's gonna stop him round 11, round 10. He gonna get him out of there. I feel like Benavidez is the best 168 pounder in the world. He really should be the WBC champ. If you're being honest, he is a champ, 2-time. But yeah, I got Benavidez all day. And like I said the other day, Shakur Stevenson, we good. He gonna be the best fighter in the world in the next 4 years. Mark my words. Yo, but listen though, I got a announcement for everybody in the chat, right? I want to say I apologize for the way I acted. So yeah, I apologize for acting the way I was acting. I want no smoke with nobody. You know, yeah, my fault. Psych, I lied. Fuck CYP. Fuck Treesh. Fuck yo, yeah, I'm on that. Yeah, yeah. I'm I'm saying though, bro. But yeah, though, Jay Benitez. Fuck you. You know, I everybody. Come on, I'm not gonna keep saying y'all names, but y'all know who y'all are. I don't like y'all. But yeah, that's my call, bro. Everybody have a great day.
You funny, Jordan. How you gonna say fuck y'all, but then everybody have a great day? Yo, he hilarious. What's up with y'all, man? Where we at? Who up next? Mike from the West. What up?
What's up, big dog? Can you hear me?
Chilling, yes sir.
I definitely don't think that this fight gonna turn out like the Shakur fight. I really do think that these two guys are they're gonna square up, they're gonna bang. I do see that Benavidez. I see him being more active. I see him pressing more. Um, that being said, I want to give it to Benavidez. Um, I want to say decision, but I'm gonna go ahead and scratch that and just go ahead with the stoppage. I see Boo Boo just getting worn out towards the end. As far as that Mungia situation, like, ain't he with the zone, big dog?
Yep.
See, that's crazy because like a few weeks back or like a few months back, I told you that if anything, I would rather see Canelo fight Bevo at 164, beat him, and then get his rematch at the 170. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
But
everything changed now that Showtime's out of business and PBC's only announcing pay-per-views, so that makes it possible. WBO mandated Canelo Munguia, and that could be a pay-per-view that the zone is gonna let obviously Munguia go do because it's a big name for them to be attached to.
you know what? I was also thinking that's like with if Canelo does fight Benavidez or Boo Boo, where do you see him fight him on Showtime, right?
No. Showtime's out of business. This is the last month for them in December. It's over.
Why they say that they were gonna let Canelo keep fighting on Showtime then?
That is not true. Dan Rayfield has reported plenty of times that is not true. All they fights are going to be pay-per-view.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that being said, man, I do want him to fight the Mexican. I'm a Canelo fan, by the way, just so everybody knows, and I do want him to fight Benavidez because I do see I think Benavidez is a good matchup for Canelo. I think Canelo can pull that dub out, man. It'll be a great dub underneath his belt. And that's what he chases. He chases after legacy. Canelo's trying to be the best. A lot of people think he'd be fighting scrubs, but when he gets in the ring with him, look at Bevo. Bebo did his thing. Ryder did his thing. You know what I mean? So he's not fighting scrubs, man. He's fighting good fighters. Is he fighting the best? Probably not. But I do think that this fight is set up on pay-per-view to fight Canelo, and that's my call, big dog. Appreciate you.
All right, calls counterpunch.
You may feel like it's your time.
If you're watching this on YouTube while we waiting for the next caller to connect, you know what time it is. Smash that thumbs up. Right now, we got about 800 people watching. Let's see where we at on the thumbs up. Okay. 716. We almost there. We got a $10 super chat from AH coming back at a second one today. Andre has never fought anyone like David. Slickness won't help when David applies the pressure. Combos from David going to be too much for Andre. If Boo Boo has power, then what does David have? Calls trying you again.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, some Ness. I just wanted to touch back on the Canelo Munguia fight. Like how I said on one of your shows, man. Like I was okay with David fighting Munguia, and I'm also okay with Canelo fighting Munguia, bro. Because it's like if you're okay with Munguia fighting Benavidez, if you're not okay with Canelo fighting Munguia, man, that's such a dude. That's such a hypocrite right there. And with Munguia, man, it will be a good fight because Munguia he does have a fan. He has a fan base. Like I said when I saw him in Ontario, bro, against Derevchenko, man, it felt like in a van, bro. That shit was packed. And when he fought, I don't know who it was, but he fought somebody in TJ too, man. That shit looked packed as hell. So Munguia does know he has a fan base and he has a name. And with Munguia, man, like Munguia, he fought Liam Smith, and honestly, I think he did beat him more, like much better than Canelo did. And now, like he's getting the John Ryder fight. So if he goes there and blows John Ryder away, like stops him, because Canelo he did go all 12 with him. That's gonna be that's gonna be the buildup. They already have two common opponents, and then they also started a Golden Boy. They both started as welterweights, and they both climbed up to 168. And it'll be pretty interesting the press conference with De La Hoya being in it. So Munguia Canelo, it's a good fight. And how David Benavidez said, if he doesn't get the Canelo fight, he wants Morel. If Morel gets past his Becco on December 16th. And also and also with Jamal fight, like he could get the Jamal fight because why else are they putting Jamal on the undercard too? So and Munguia he has a lot of heart, bro. Like people could talk shit about Munguia a lot, but he has a lot of heart and he has power in both hands. And I don't and like if he gets the Canelo fight, he's not gonna go there for a check, bro. I actually believe he's gonna go in there and try to get rid of Canelo's head. He's gonna try to knock his head off, bro. He's trying to get those belts. So but yeah, that was just my comment because like people are like, I don't know why they're bashing the Canelo Munguia fight. Some of these fans were okay with Benavidez and Munguia, man, and that's gonna make Canelo look. That's gonna make people look stupid, even me, because I was giving Canelo shit for not fighting Mexicans. If he fights Munguia, bro, that's a Mexican straight from TJ. So yeah, that's my comment. I just wanted to like get this off my chest, man.
Champ, you still got your free call. If you want it, just let me know and I'll bring you back. So right now, if
All
you
right.
want to continue, you can continue, or if not, just get out of the queue and
All,
when you're ready, request again.
okay. I'll just continue.
You
I'll
may
just
feel
continue
like
again
it's your
then.
You
turn.
got it.
Also, like the Diego Pacheco, man, Diego Pacheco had me worried for a bit because when I was there live, bro, dude, I was like shitting my pants, man, because he was getting pieced up, like especially in the fifth round. Like it was giving me kind of like PTSD too, because it's like, bro, also Mugia, he was getting pieced up by Derevchenko, and that's funny, and it was on the fifth round as well. But like he did get the job done, he did stop him. If he would have fought Berlanga right now, I'll probably get cooked for saying this, bro, because I don't want to be too biased neither. But I feel like Berlanga, I would favor Berlanga just a bit because I feel like Pacheco, he's still a little bit green. I want to see him probably like if Eddie Hearn wants to like build that fight up, like he could feed Pacheco some of Berlanga's leftovers and see if Pacheco could do it in a better fashion. And Eddie Hearn, like it was on an interview on Little Giant Boxing. He wants to
Yeah,
make
but
Pacheco
Pacheco just
like
did that. Pacheco just fought Cocares, who Berlanga didn't knock out.
yeah, but like he was, but I still want to see him like develop a little bit more. I don't want him to get rushed, you know. And
And
and with
you think him fighting Berlanga would be a rush?
right now,
Yeah, next.
next, I don't, I think so. Maybe I feel like
So
Berlanga
what you
Munguia
want,
is
like
like,
Jason Quigley again for Berlanga? I mean for Pacheco this time?
well, I mean, like Eddie Hearn said he wants to keep him active, so I don't really see a big issue with it. He wants to keep him active, like he wants Diego Pacheco to fight like 3 times next year. I saw in the Little Giants boxing interview. So he wants to keep him active because he doesn't want to lose the momentum of Pacheco yet. But I feel like Berlanga and Mugia would be like it would be a bigger fight right now. But but in the future, man, like Pacheco is gonna be a world champion, bro. And then when there's so many good fights too. Like with these young people, with these young killers. Like you have Morel, Berlanga, Mugia Morel, Pacheco Morel, and they're all good fights too. But I would just have to. I think I have to slightly favor Berlanga right now. Not that much, but just like barely. But yeah, Ness. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. And also with I wanted to call it yesterday, but I couldn't. But like, I don't like Ryan Garcia, man. But I must admit, bro. Like Ryan Garcia has never put me to sleep. Besides the Emmanuel Talgo fight, and and like,
I
since I
mean,
like Shakur better, what were you gonna say?
I'm just saying it's kind of rough to say he never put you to sleep and then say,
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your
Except
time.
for
and
but
then
like
say,
all his
except
fights
for
were,
this fight.
but like, but besides that one, all his fights they were not boring. I'm just
I
keeping
hear
it
you,
real.
champ.
So.
That was the bell. We appreciate you obviously calling in and the counter punch. Speaking of counter punches, we got who do we have? We got Joel. Damn, Joel, my bad. Counter punch from like not that bad. 18 minutes ago, almost 20. Ain't that bad.
¿Qué pasó, hermano?
¿Cómo
¿Cómo andas?
estás?
Bien,
¿Qué
bien, bien.
onda?
Listo de chalé de boxeo. Let's go. Hey, haven't been on here in a while. Kind of want to recap the last couple weeks of boxing. Riot season. I'm kind of disappointed in that, man. I'm not
What?
really hyped.
The heavyweight
Um,
card?
yeah, man. Come on. Like,
Jesus,
why
you
isn't
breaking
Wilder?
my heart, man. Y'all
Why isn't
terrible.
Wilder Joshua main eventing that card? Why
Bro,
are they
the
fighting
same
different ass
re
niggas?
the same reason Canelo's not fighting Benavidez Saturday. Come on, man. Y'all
Get it,
tripping.
you want to build it up, but come on, man. These guys are fucking
Bro,
almost
Wilder hasn't
old.
fought in 3 years. That one round don't count. Nobody remembers him. He need a fight before he fights AJ. That's just you, a hardcore fan that remembers him. He ain't been fighting, bro. All we remember is him losing to Fury on the mainstream. We need him to
Yeah,
get
but
some
bro,
fights out
you
there,
gotta
some
think of it like
highlight
this:
reels.
how many years have we been talking about Wilder Joshua? I feel like all these years, like we have to
Seven
just
or eight.
get it. What more do you want? Like, you want to wait
Bro,
another year?
we
Like, and what if
waited.
they lose?
We waited that long. We are waiting another year. It's already set in stone. It's happening in 2024. Like, cause this fight is happening the end of this year. Like, this came out of nowhere. You know, the fact that we got something we
Yeah.
wasn't even expecting. I just can't. Anyway, you recapping.
Well,
I'm
I feel
sorry,
like
man.
part of my disappointment was there was a rumor that they were going to be the minimum. But them actually were fighting. Then they come out with this. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I mean, obviously there's can be other fights to me, but come on, like this is still a big fight. And like, what if something happens, which I still think they're gonna win their fights, but I'm like, there's always the chance, and like, especially like you say, 8 years in the making, not even in the making, it's still not even official yet. But I don't know, man. Like the boxing, the fan of me just wants to see this fight. Fuck the promotion of it. Like, fuck the business side of it. Like, trying to build it up and trying to like marinate it. Fuck all of that. I just want to see it. That's all I want. Like, the fan in me. Like, I don't know, man. Boxing. It's same old boxing. It's. I feel like it's what keeps boxing like not doesn't grow as much because of that. We don't get the fights that we want to see. But I don't know, man. Like you said, they were trying to marinate, but whatever.
Nah,
Hopefully, we
you're
get to see
right.
it.
What
Like,
happens is they marinate so long that we stop being boxing fans. Not everybody is me that I could wait 8 years. Like people wait 3 years, 2 years, and like, bro, fucking boxing
and
don't
I
never
know
give me what I
this is a
want.
boxing podcast with boxing fans, but people are gonna hate what I say. But I feel like that's one thing MMA has done really well. They fucking give you the fights whenever within the week. You don't have to wait fucking a year. You probably make it the fight next week. Like, oh my god, like I don't know, Ness. It's just I feel like boxing. That's why it hasn't grown as much, and maybe like people don't know the fighters as much because we just don't give the fights. You know, it's not that spectacular. You know, but I don't know. I kind of want to get on with it, anyways. But you know, Benavidez. I want to get to the Benavidez fight. Benavidez Andrade. I got Benavidez winning.
You may feel
Benavidez is
like it's
gonna
your
beat that
time,
boy.
but it's not your
I've
time.
been here. I've been on this episode for a while, hearing Andrade got a chance. Andrade ain't got no chance. Andrade ain't got no chance. He's a good fighter. He ain't no bum, but he ain't got no chance against El Monstro Mexicano. He ain't got no chance. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on Andrade, but you know, I see nothing no special with him. Didn't he get dropped his last fight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, even though I know Benavidez got dropped his last fight, but that was when he was like what, 20 years old. He's 2017. This is 2023. You know, he's a completely different fighter, and he had a rematch with Gabriel, and he beat that ass even more convincingly. So I don't know why people like try to bring that up. Versus Andrade, he got knocked out in his last fight. You know, he's already supposedly be at that level. This is basically just a showing case for Benavidez.
Damn, a
Hey man,
showcase?
yeah, showcase for Benavidez. This is just you know, I
Wow.
mean, like I said, he ain't no bomb, but like Benavidez is levels above Andrade. I mean, I'm surprised Andrade's supposedly being we call it ducked, because like I see nothing special. You know, he's not like really a knockout puncher. I mean, he's got some pop, but he ain't no knockout puncher. You know, like I'm honestly surprised people are ducking Andrade. I don't know. That's how I feel. But I mean, I don't know, man. Someone's ducking who in this Canelo freaking Benavidez fight not happening. Someone's ducking someone.
Who you think it
Uh,
is? I mean,
I don't know.
you know who it is, bro. Canelo's in the driver's seat. He fights Benavidez when he wants. That's how it goes.
Well, like you know what the one guy's saying. There was an offer made to Canelo about the 100 mil. You were right. It wasn't just a one-off fight. It was actually a deal, a two-fight deal with Charlo and Benavidez. Um, but obviously Canelo did deny that contract, and he fought Bivol instead. But then supposedly, I don't know. Supposedly, uh, Benavidez is trying to make the fight with Munguia instead of Canelo. I don't know. Who the fuck knows what's going on? But someone is not making this fight happening. I don't know if it's Canelo. I don't think it's Benavidez, even though he is focused on other fights right now. But I feel like just because he can't get the Canelo fight. I don't know, man. I don't want to say Canelo's ducking, but it's just why? Like, why is Munguia just all suddenly jumped ahead of Benavidez in terms of fighting Canelo? Like, who the fuck is Munguia fight at 168 to give him like a deserving fight? Like, obviously, I heard something about he's in the WBO super middleweight rankings, but even then, who the fuck did he fight at super middleweight? Like, a legitimate super middleweight contender. Like, to be Benavidez should be the next up and coming guy. It should be fight happening in May. I heard rumors it was gonna happen in September.
You may feel like it's your time,
But since
but it's not your time.
the whole Showtime shit going away and Charlo, you know, I thought it was gonna be Charlo in May, big boy
Champ,
Charlo,
that's the
but I don't know.
bell. That's both your calls. You the man. Appreciate you. Keeping these lines moving. We got Real Jose. What up? Discord check-in, Real Jose. While we waiting for the check-in, make sure to
Hey, what
smash the
up? You
thumbs
hear
up.
me?
We hear you.
Yo, it's good. Shit. I've been listening for a couple days now. I haven't called in. Shit, honestly, I fell asleep Thursday, so I didn't see the Shakur fight. It's crazy how everybody's been calling in saying it was a smooth fest. So I finally sat and watched the highlights yesterday. I mean, I love, I mean, the dude's a badass fighter. His style isn't the most fan friendly, but it's boxing. It's a sport. It's not a fucking brawl. You know, and I'm the type of fan that likes it. You know, I like when two Mexicans get in there and brawl it out and go toe to toe and shit. But like, it's not just a brawl, so you can't fucking knock the dude for doing his best to win the fight. At the end of the day, it's about winning. Uh, but anyways, also next, I had a question for you. What do you think? Like, you don't think Shakur maybe has an issue fighting to the level of his opposition or the pace.
I mean, he's been
Like,
putting out rumors that he's been injured.
oh well, yeah, but I mean that injury bullshit. I ain't paying attention to it. I mean, even if he is or if he isn't, I'm talking about boxing, his style. You see the way he fights.
No, I don't
His
think he
last fight,
fights down to the level of his opposition because he fought good in the Heron fight. You know, it was decent in the Valdez fight, like and the Shoshino fight. You know, he stepped with the front foot.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know that it's the level because especially Shoshino, he stepped to Shoshino. Shoshino's not on that level. I think it's
I
more
feel
about
you. I
what
feel
you
you.
bring to the table. If you bring power, you bring power. He's gonna fight you different.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I just think I feel it's a little bit of both. I feel he's gonna do what he has to do to win. I feel like at times he can set the pace, but if the other fighter isn't setting the pace, he's not gonna set the pace. I think he's okay with cruising by sometimes, even though that might not be fine with the casual fan. That's something I feel like Devin Haney has worked on though and has improved, like letting his hands go, fucking popping that jab, moving around. Like they got the same style, but you can say that Devin Haney in his last performances has been more fan friendly. I mean, I still don't think he beat Shakur, but shit, man, it's getting close. It's really starting to hit 50-50. But in regards to the David Benavidez Demetrius fight, I think David wins. I think he'll probably go decision. I don't see a knockdown from either fighter. But I do see a decision for David Benavidez. I think Boo Boo's okay, but he ain't nothing special. And David's on a mission. Like you guys act like his
You
fucking
may
team
feel
doesn't
like
know
it's your
all
turn,
of
but it's
Demetrius
not your turn.
Andrade's pros and cons. But shit, yeah, man, that's my call. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button, Danny. Where the fuck you at? You missing like the Bears this season, bro? But yes. All right, man. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, champ. Jordan, counterpunch. My bad. Jordan. Jordan. The fuck? All right. Don't say we ain't go to you, right? Right. Super mix.
Yo, yo.
What up?
What up, man?
Damn, my man, you had to stop or something.
I'm actually clear today. Jesus.
Hmm. You are.
Anyway, uh, what was I gonna say? Um, no, I don't think this fight would set up to be anything like the Shakur and De Los Santos fight. Based off styles, man. Andrade has a lot of success early, shows a lot of power early, and David's a come forward fighter. So, uh, in the front half of the fight, you might see Andrade get the advantage and really do good things. And I think eventually the pressure of Benavidez will wear him down. I don't know if he stops him, but I think it'll be. I think it's going to look some similar to the Caleb Plant fight. Um, I don't believe that the winner gets gets Canelo next. Like I've been saying that. I don't, and it's funny because these same callers that sit there and complain about Canelo convince themselves that they're going to get the shot next when at the same on the other side of their mouth they'll tell you Canelo doesn't take the fight. So why would you allow yourself to like you're pissing yourself off? Because I mean I don't think it's happening next. I think especially if Andrade wins. I think if Benavidez wins, we'll get that in September. But you know, I've been a Canelo fan, and for people to say uh, we're afraid of that, I'm like that doesn't make any sense because personally, I think it'd be smarter for Canelo to get David sooner. The more experience he gets, he's younger, and Canelo's getting older. That's going to play into David's benefit more than Canelo. Stylistically, it's I mean, we've seen it before. But David's style is not the style that troubles Canelo. Canelo has trouble with the boxers, the slick boxers that can move, keep a jab in your face. Everybody talks about this pressure of Benavidez and how that'll be too much for Canelo. we forget as boxing fans, and there's a lot of new guys here. That was the whole thing about Triple G: mental pressure, one shot power. That those come forward pressure fighters benefit Canelo's style more. I think David still squares up quite a bit, so I think I think I think at the moment you still got to slightly favor Canelo, but like I said, David gaining experience, getting these big fights, getting against these good fighters benefits him on top of the fact that he's what 25, 26. Canelo's not getting any younger, got a lot of rounds boxed. So if you want Canelo to avoid that, your best bet was to fight David sooner. If that was the case, I think the longer we wait, the better it is for David.
All right, champ. Thanks for calling in.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Yo, what up?
Brandon,
What up?
what
What up,
up?
my boy? So regarding this Benavidez Andrade fight, man, I got Benavidez, but I really feel like a lot of people are like taking the Shakur fight the wrong way, and they're saying like this is like one of the most worst fights ever that ever happened from a legendary boxer. Like you guys are like some guys are like taking it too far in terms of that. Like, okay, yeah, it was boring. It was some of them people were saying he wasn't going for hits, but like think about it. Like if you're in his position, bro, like you're in the middle of a sparring match. Like you don't want to get hurt at the same time. Like even though because I don't think he was getting paid that much. So despite that,
Four
it just
million. It sounds like a lot of money to me.
for that one fight he got 4 million, or is that like his whole deal
No, that's
for
for
that
the
one fight? For that one fight he got 4 million. I heard he got nothing for that fight, like
what?
10% or something. I heard he
No.
got like a very low amount.
No, no,
So
no, no. What you're interpreting is Ryan Garcia telling him he's only made 10% of what Ryan made in the one fight versus Tank.
okay, but he's a superstar though. Like he makes millions off boxing, basically. Like he's rich based off that, or is it?
Who?
Does he have like a real Shakur Stevenson? Like
Superstar is up for interpretation. Millions off boxing, yes.
yes, so he's one of the like
He's
he's
he's making 3-4 million a fight. 2.8, 3 million, 4 million. Like it depends who he fights, but those are his numbers.
oh dang, bro. That means no man. Then that means basically that man he should have fucking went all out because if you're making 4 million, bro, like you gotta put on a show at least. Like so with that part, yes, I agree. Like that he should have went all out, let his hands go, and just like basically hit, you know do as much as he can to put on a show for everybody for that money because I just saw one of those tweets that was saying Bob Arum was saying that um he a lot since a lot of people just like the fight it just sort of he kind of turned him off to it so to like having him fight again which it kind of sucks because that's he's a good fighter, and I know he can do better in his next fight. I know he kind of realizes that he had a bad performance, and in his next fight he's gonna just go all out and just do as much as he can, and just fuck up the other fighter, which is what everybody wants to see. That everybody wants to see Shakur fuck up the fighter, and I know he can. We've seen it before. Just this particular fight, he just kind of backed off a little bit, which is understandable. But at the same time, it's kind we got to criticize him for that. Even he's one of my favorite fighters. He's actually on my lock screen on my phone. He's on my lock screen, so he's one of my favorite fighters. But even I'll criticize him for that and say he should have done more, man. He should have done more to push the tide to his victory because I think he only won like 7 rounds out of the 12, so he was close to losing. So if he does that again and he loses, it's basically over for him. So the only saving grace was that he won essentially. Um, but yeah, I'll still look forward to his next fight. It's not like I won't look forward to his next fight.
Champ,
Still a fan
you
of
got
him.
like 10 seconds. Who you picking, Andrade or Benavidez?
Oh, I'm picking Benavidez for sure. I like
Okay.
Benavidez. He's a good fighter. He's great
You
too.
may feel
He's a
like
cool
it's
guy.
your time,
You the
but it's not
man,
your
bro.
time.
You the man. Jordan, counterpunch trying you again. Jordan, counterpunch trying you again. Is Blog Talk down? Somebody on my landline. Let me see who's over here. Ronnie Phoenix. Ronnie Phoenix. Okay, maybe that ain't working. I don't know. Kev, where the fuck is Kevin? Buffalo. Kevin Buffalo. Yo. No Kevin Buffalo. Well, then maybe that's down, fellas. Come on over to one of the other locations where we taking calls. Jay Billy on Twitter Spaces. What is up?
You.
Yo.
Let me get outside real quick. Yes, sir. Shout out Ness putting in that motherfucking work. Ness, you got me. Let me know if I'm cutting out.
We got you.
Yo.
We
Yes, sir.
got
So
you.
Ness, I was doing film study. I was watching that Nicholson fight last night. Andre was looking good. He was looking strong. But then the
Word.
knockdown, the quote unquote knockdown, came in the 5th round. So I was
Quote
asking the guys in the
unquote.
backwood. That's what, bro. This what we about to converse about. Was it a fluky knockdown,
Fluky?
or
Was it?
what
I
was
don't know.
that?
Was it recorded or did it not get counted as a real knockdown?
It most definitely was. Nah, because when I looked on BoxRec, they didn't count either of the knockdowns. So
No, but I mean, when you
that's why I was
watched it,
confused.
was there a count?
It was the highlights. I didn't really see a count. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying?
Talking about you went back and
I
watched it.
didn't
You
see the
ain't
count.
even watch it.
I was looking, fam. I was looking for the full thing. You know what I'm saying? We hardcores. We gonna get what we can get. You know what I'm saying? But bro, he was looking good and strong against Nicholson. You feel
I
me? And
mean,
then
Nicholson ain't
I
never
think
Nicholson never won a world title, right?
true, but that was his first fight at 168. You know what I'm saying?
Whose first fight?
So that was Andre's.
Shoshino was better than Andre than Nicholson. Nicholson had defeats already. Y'all like to talk shit about Shakur's 35. His first fight was versus Japanese chef. That's how y'all
Come on,
disrespect.
hey, Nash, don't get me started on Shakur.
I
Come
mean,
on, man. You know I get rowdy.
I'm
Don't
just
get me
being
started
fair.
on.
I'm
Don't be.
not being a hypocrite. I'm not flip flopping.
I gave
I'm
him
just
credit.
saying
I gave him credit. I gave him credit for
don't
Shoshino.
give credit to Andre if you wasn't giving credit to guys like Shakur when they took their first
I
fights.
most definitely I gave Lil Mama credit. I gave him credit. So with Andre, so one of the twins said in the back call, they said that weight cut is gonna get to him. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later.
With
And the way
Andre?
he came in, no, Benavidez, my bad,
Okay.
Benavidez. So that weight cut is gonna get to him eventually. The way he came into this camp, like the first video that he posted, dog, he was looking about 225-ish. I'm not gonna lie, like he was looking around 200. So, coming, I don't know exactly what it was, but if you coming down 30 pounds, you feel me? That's just gonna hit you eventually. He's still young, but I think he's gonna fill out to 175 soon. Somebody's gonna get him. You feel me? Somebody's gonna have Benavidez's number, and it's gonna be just like Earl. You was at the weight for too long. You're gonna say I was weight drained. So you feel me? Like I got to do a little bit more film study, but I really liked what I was seeing from Andre last night when I was watching that Nicholson fight because I didn't even know he had a fight at 168 before this fight. So damn, man, I can't make the pick right now, but I'm leaning towards Andre. I'm leaning toward the strong boxer. You feel me? The defense that I saw in that fight, it was great. The way he was parrying with like this little cross, like he crossed his mitts and parried like that. That was some shit I ain't never seen before. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? So that was looking like some elite defense. And against somebody like Benavidez, you need the box. You need the box and you need to be strong. Then I watched Benavidez's fight when he got knocked down. That was a young Benavidez, and that dude, he looked like he was a 175 pounder at 168. So it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a great fight. I think I'm leaning towards Andre right now. I need to look up a little bit more on Benavidez, but Matias, I want to talk about that Matias Ergashel. Matias is on upset alert. I'm not saying I'm picking Ergashel, but I am going to put some bread on him on FanDuel. I'm trying to spank the bookie. So we gonna sprinkle a little bit on that plus 350, and it's not gonna be it's gonna be a stoppage. It's not gonna go the distance. I can tell you that. Like I said before, I think one thing in Matias's advantage is Ergashev is coming off a 15-month layoff, and we've seen how guys are after they're coming off a year or more layoff lately. So it's a card full of great fights. So that's my thing, man. Y'all keep on putting in that work. I'm gonna tap back in. Somebody say something.
All right. Mike Lowe. Actually, Mike Lowe, apologies. Give me a sec. We actually got a counterpunch courtesy of Jonathan Sims for J Mac. What up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, I don't know. Sometimes when you move, it sounds like that sound shit start happening on Discord. And when we get in, you gotta be a little patient. Let us get in, cause sometimes we gotta get in, hop in and hop out, cause it just don't allow us to hop straight on. I actually got a counterpunch because Jay Billy is the highlight reel. Shout out to him. I don't know how it's a hard. The fuck?
You sound better now anyway. You there? You. All right, he left again. We'll wait to give him a few seconds for the connection. Let's see here. We got Jose Pereira. Yo, all this time, Jose, I've been thinking you like from Brazil or Portuguese at the very least because of Pereira. And you in Mexico. Salute to you, bro, for listening to the show in Mexico. And even more salute for sending a super chat. Appreciate it. And it was actually a super sticker of like a purple guy with a backwards hat with yellow hair saying, wow. We're going to screen share that. Just going to go ahead and screen share that. Because that's how we do. There he goes, right there. Right above my head. So salute. All the way from Mexico. What else we got? We got Pat's Nation. $5. How the hell is Canelo ducking Benavidez when he signed with the PBC? He ran to the smoke, and if Benavidez don't get Canelo fight, blame Al, not a duck. I mean, I've said that in the past. Like, if Al wanted that fight first, he would have offered it first. That's what would have been first. I don't think there's any other way. King Boxing, pound for pound, $5. Munguia is a action fighter. People don't want to watch one guy chase another guy around the ring for 12 rounds. That's like watching two guys wrestling in the UFC. Boring. Very true. Very true. We got another $5 from JY. Canelo will fight the young up-and-coming killer in Benavidez, unlike Floyd, who avoided Thurman breathing down his neck. We got C-Buck. Welcome to that prospect level. You really should upgrade to the champ so you can listen to the betting show and get that great betting advice. Punch, quote, $5. The fight is similar to Lara versus Angulo or Hurd. Andrade is not Plant. Comes down to Andrade's legs. Laura's legs in the Hurd fight. Okay. We going to no J-Mac. J-Mac, where are you? Come on to us, Mike Low.
Yo, what's going on? Yeah, a lot of fight this weekend. Big boy fight. I've been waiting to see Andrade against a big shot fighter. So I'm I'm mad against David Benavidez, man. I really want to see him versus Canelo, but my pick is Benavidez decision though. I don't think he's gonna stop him, but I definitely feel like it's gonna be a good fight. I got Benavidez like 7-5, something like that. But yeah, big ups to the show. Listen every day.
Appreciate you, champ.
For sure.
Let's see. Mike Lowe on the check-in. We going out to the real Jordan. Yep. Line 6. Line 6. All right. We going to J Mac. Counterpunch. Trying you again.
Yo, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my apologies. I had an important call that came over the call. Um, Nah, man. I was messing with Jay Billy because he said he was watching the highlights. That's why I say highlight reel. Nah, Andrade, it wasn't scored a knockdown. In my person, and if the referee didn't score the knockdown, I think he tripped over and slipped over Demont Nichols' foot. Because if you see, their foot kept getting tied up in that fight, so it kind of was a lot of clumsiness going on between the two, and how Demont was trying to work his feet to get game position on Andrade and stepping in. That's why I think they feet got caught up in the referee saw that and called it. So all this false narrative about Andrade got knocked down in his last fight, stop the cap. It didn't happen. Uh, that part, Supermax, it was right. He did. He came out and said it. I didn't know he told everybody that he thought Canelo was gonna lose to Andrade. Shout out to him. He must know the truth. Uh, shit, I ain't really had much on nobody ain't really triggered me or anything on the counterpart. I just wanted to set the record straight with Andrade talking about being knocked down. He wasn't knocked down. And I can't wait to see. Oh, Jordan, what's the name? Joel or Joe? The guy that said the one that called in and said that Andrade ain't do nothing or he don't see nothing. I want to see him call in after this
Oh
fight.
yeah, Joel on Twitter.
On Twitter. Yeah, I want to see a lot of people call in because when they drive, rather the fight, and now it's gonna be a competitive fight. I think both guys got a strong chance to win it. I just got to pick one guy. But a lot of guys go kind of go get, I guess, turned on to Boo Boo and realize what kind of talent he is, whether the fight is or not. Because it's gonna be a tough fight. This is gonna be David's toughest fight for sure. And I mean, for us to knockout, I bet anybody that he won't get stopped. I don't think nobody getting stopped in this fight. I just if anybody get knocked down, I can see it being David. I don't think David go catch up with Andrade and knock him down. And then again, it can happen. Shit, he leans over and David might be on it. For as the coaches, a lot of people keep saying the coach. You know, like the coach can come up with a strategy, but you still that don't mean you gonna have success and work it in the ring. And I think David. I haven't seen David against Keon Davis or Keyshawn. I forget the dude name he fought a while back. I watched how David walked forward and just dude was allowed to. The dude was more talented and had a better punch selection and stamina and can change his angles and switch it up. He'd have land more efficiently on David. And he land quite a few on David. Caleb Plant, the guy who's not an inside fighter, actually had success against David. So all this what you think he planned for, David gonna do what he been doing at 168. Walk forward and stalk guys and walk you down and press you to get you up out of there. That's his bread and butter at 168. So all this boxing shit y'all talking about he gonna do, it ain't happening. I got Boo Boo. Split decision. It's me again.
Alrighty then. We going out to Spider
You may
Rico
feel like it's your
in Oregon with that love. In the meantime, in between time, we got Jay's fight party. Welcome to the champ level.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is
Hey, what's up, God?
Peace.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Esteban from Oregon with Love. I'm calling in to do my duty to all of my brothers, speaking my voice and my conscience. Make sure you got the time running. It's work time. I'm feeling great today. Slept good last night. Demetrius is my favorite fighter of all time. You know, I've been boxing for 7 years, and initially started off as an orthodox, and so did he, and so did Terrence Crawford, and so did a lot of other southpaw fighters that have transitioned. And it's a hard transition because not everybody could just change the way they move their body to a whole different stance. And this is the type of intelligence that Demetrius brings. Coordination. We'll say that coordination. He's more coordinated than most. Demetrius will win the fight. It's me again. It's me again. It's me again. I love Demetrius' energy. He's like a kid, you know. He's really energetic. So am me. So am I. He's from Providence too. Providence, if you don't know, it means the watched over. And there's a lot of black people there. And a lot of our cities are named after things. You should look up the name of your city and why it's named that. Because these are people that were placed there and they've been watched over. He's also his bloodline stems from Africa. So his father was born in Africa. This is not a regular nigga out here. This is like he's from some other country that makes him foreign, you know. He's a first generation African. He's also the captain of Terrence Crawford, the captain of Demetrius what is it? Bomb Squad. He's the captain of the Bomb Squad. Come on. Y'all don't need y'all Benavidez is going down. It's that simple. And every time the PBC fighters face the fighters from another promotion, they go down. And y'all don't, and it's like all the PBC fans, I get it. You're going with your ethnicity, you're going with the people that we watch most. But there's fighters that have been fighting all over the world, not just in America, not just in the hood. They've Demetrius is one of those fighters. He's fought in Europe, he's fought in all these places. And now he's back to where, his roots, where he started just as like all the other PBC fighters. And I just don't see it happening for Benavidez. They set him Benavidez and his brother up to get knocked out by Charlo and then Andrade. And then Andrade and Charlo are gonna fight. And the winner of Andrade and Charlo, that's who deserves the Canelo fight. And that's my thoughts. And I appreciate y'all. Esteban from Oregon with love, and I'm gone.
Big Gucci Nick. Big Gucci Nick.
Yeah, I call in. I'm gonna call.
What up,
The big
man?
big fight next weekend.
Big
Shout out
Gucci.
TB.
I hear you, champ.
Shout out everybody like that. Like the video and subscribe, man. Best podcast on the planet. Um, yeah, man. Come the 25th. It's gonna be a crazy good fight, man. Um, man, I honestly don't know who I got for this fight, man. I know y'all was like, yo, what the hell? Benavidez been at 168 for a minute. But yo, Boo Boo, he's really that slick boxer, man, with the power. He's got good footwork and all around boxing skills. I feel like that's the kind of the fighter we would want to watch, man. Like when y'all talk about him being wild and looping, that's because he commit to the punch, man. Imagine if that shit land. He's throwing those bombs with intentions, man. That's exactly what we want in a fighter, man. Not hesitant like Shakur did in that fight, man. Shakur was shook of that power. By the way, that fight probably won the stinker of the year fight, man. Or fell asleep in like the third round. That shit was whack, bro. Just had to put that out there. I don't know what went down, man, but yeah, man, there might be an upset Saturday, but I'm feeling it's one of those rare occasions we get a draw, man. I feel like Andrade realized the urgency he has to win this fight because this is like his last chance, man. And he's undefeated. He's been the boogeyman in a different weight division too, man. So I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think it might just be a draw, man. I know the odds on a draw is always crazy, but it might be that time to turn a little bit down. But yo, that's my call. Shout out to you, Ness. Y'all, you putting in that good work. Shout out to Ringwalk Danny. I don't hear him on. I'm tuned in on Discord, but I don't hear him. Uh, but yo, I'll catch you on the next one. I'm gonna keep listening.
Appreciate you, champ. Thank you for calling in. We going out to God's given. Gotta unmute on Twitter.
I'm on?
You on?
All right, cool. Man, listen. Benavidez versus Andrade is not going to be a snooze fest. They both coming to fight. None of them is scared of each other. One of the dudes had the nerve to say Benavidez is levels above Andre. How? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Andre's been the brand name since the amateurs. Benavidez had to work his way up for the most part. Obviously, he got stripped twice, but other than that, Andre's name has always been up there, regardless of who he's fought. It's just been who he's fought that's been, keeping him from getting the accolades or the recognition for the most part. I believe Andre's going to win. I have obviously much respect for Benavidez. I like both fighters for sure. I just think Andre is going to win in reference to the motto of boxing: skills pay the bills. Andre got more skills to me. I know you was searching up the southpaws Benavidez fought, and it was few and far between. So that's going to be an issue. I'm pretty sure he got southpaw sparring partners, but it's different levels to it when it gets in the ring with the actual competition. So, in reference to all the nonsense people talking about how Andrade is not really on a level, like, I think that's ridiculous. This is his opportunity to really showcase himself, and there's a reason why he ain't fought that many names, if you want to call it that, because they know he's one of them guys. And Benavidez is going to find out. Even though if he loses, like I said, I'm not going to be surprised. It's going to be a closer fight than everybody thinks, and I think Andre's going to pull it out in the end.
All right, champ. Appreciate you on the check-in. We certainly appreciate the prediction, and Troy got you down.
Yes, sir.
We moving on to Jordan, trying you again.
Yo, what's the word, Ness?
Chilling. How are you?
Hey, man, I'm good. Hey, shout out to my brother Yash, man. That's my boy. Powerful brother. Dominican brother, man. Hey, but I was calling in, man. This off topic as hell, but and mark my words, I think Devin gonna knock Regis down a couple times, bro. I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people, but I think he gonna knock people down, bro. Because he had problems with Zorilla, so I truly believe he will. And I'm betting on that shit because I'm sure it's gonna be a low betting odds for that, and I'm gonna win some bread for that. But I definitely, I think Andre gonna pull it off, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think Andre gonna pull this one off. But that's my call.
All right, champ. Appreciate you on the check-in. Let's see. Who is next? Going down the line. Line 6, Reed. What up? You gotta unmute line 6.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Line 6. Not working. All right. We gonna keep moving. Who we got? The landlord.
Coming to collect rent.
Gotta unmute, landlord. Your mic's muted. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to smash the thumbs up. There you go.
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, shout out from Wichita, Kansas, the Midwest, man. We still watching your show over here, man. I see you in the mid.
Appreciate you, man.
But to the point to the you're making about the topic, people who think that Benavidez is gonna fight Canelo next, it's not gonna happen. It don't make business sense. You know what I mean? It makes business sense to be the third fight. You know, it's not gonna happen the next fight. You know. But
What makes sense for you to be the second fight then?
I mean,
Do you buy the Jamal Charlo interview with Brian Custer saying that he believes he'll be next for May?
you know, Al Heyman and them, they're smart people, man. I'm sure everything's already signed for all contracts. You know what I mean? Even the Benavidez fight, they just can't say anything, you know. But I'm almost positive that's going to be the third fight. You know, I mean, I don't know what would make sense the second fight. You know, like you said, Munguia does just because Oscar De La Hoya is going to be there. It's just a big draw just to see them two go at it and just. And it ain't even the Munguia. It's more the Oscar. It's more Golden Boy versus Canelo. What attracts me to that. You know.
You think it'll be an
But
easy fight to make though, given that it's other sides of the street?
Ain't no other sides. Canelo's pay-per-view fighter now. All PBC shit is pay-per-view. They don't have a network. Nothing listed for next year is with Showtime.
It's still gonna be on the
yeah, and
PBC though.
Yeah, PBC's not
yeah,
a network. They ain't no cross the street. They could do a pay-per-view fight. The ones that you got to worry about not letting go of their fighter is Munguia, who's not a pay-per-view fighter, hasn't done a pay-per-view. So they got to be
yeah,
willing to
No,
say,
I
yeah, we
definitely
want him to fight Canelo
I,
on pay-per-view,
I agree with that part.
which they're going to say
I
yes.
just feel like even though he's not a pay per view star, Oscar may make it a bit more difficult.
But that's what I'm saying. Who's going to say no? Like, a loss to Canelo still is, especially for a Mexican fighter, is still growth.
So do you feel that he'll be more open to do it since Canelo's not with him? Because some people gonna feel like this is just
I
based
mean,
off
you just
comments
gotta
I've
remember
read.
too that ain't this kid with Zanfa as well? It's not just Golden Boy.
Very
Like they
true.
ain't
No,
never
very
gonna have
true.
yeah.
all the control.
Very true. Very true.
You know.
Very
I mean,
true.
what makes sense to you? What makes sense to you? Who's the next fight? I mean, that
Look, I mean, I don't think there's a wrong. I don't think you're wrong in your answer. I do think, however, that in the eyes of many, I think that a winner fighting the winner and then the rematch would be big. But obviously, it depends how the first one goes. We won't know till
You may
after the
feel like
fight.
it's your time,
the
but it's not.
Andrade, I think Andrade's gonna get jogged by a body shot. I really do believe that.
You got a lot of noise, bro. But that was the time.
Uh,
Look, man.
J.
Has
Oh,
Benavidez? You ever seen not Benavidez? Andre down?
Demetrius?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who dropped him?
Vanez, I think, put him
Okay.
down. Demond Nicholson put him down. You
Damn.
gotta go through his resume. He been down a few times. I wonder if YouTube keeps track of that. Like, can you put Demetrius Andrade knockdowns and then someone has like a video maybe? Because this people always be having knockdowns early in their career. Mm, Jay's fight party, who just became a member today. So of course,
Yeah. So Varnes dropped him in the first of their fight.
what about Willie Nelson?
The champ is here.
Nah.
The champ is here.
Cool Clay?
Willie got dropped 4 times though.
Cool Clay?
Negative.
What up, Chan? I mean, don't go off
Oh
box
Yep.
track.
shit,
Sometimes they don't put it.
Alontes
Sometimes
fights.
they don't put it on box track.
Sometimes I feel that guys like this though, I feel that they're pretty no
Nah.
up to date. No,
Bro, find better Beeves knockdown versus Pagan. See if it's there. Go ahead, Jay. Appreciate you upgrading
Yeah,
that champ level, man.
yeah, I had to. I had to get part of that betting show for sure. So man, that's why I locked in. So, but the fight, Benavidez and Andre, it's like I don't know. Like I think Andre he come out too fast. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like his energy be too high early in the fight. He gotta control his pace. I think if he can do that, he can win on as a decision. But I don't see him doing that. I think the moment probably be too big because he never been on that type of stage. He never fought a world champion. I remember you put me on to that, Ness, that he never fought a world champion. So that's always sticking in the back of my mind. So it's like I got Demetrius gassing out towards the end of the fight. You know what I mean? And then that's when Benavidez gonna turn up. Benavidez, he fight one way, he no come forward. So it being a stinker like the Shakur fight, I don't believe that's gonna happen just because of David Benavidez. That's not his style. Like he gonna come forward and he gonna throw punches and bunches. That's his MO.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, but
And
Delos Santos came forward with double jabs and hooks, and if you good with your feet, Thurman is able to get around, and he circles the ring, and
it,
shit, Shakur
it,
circles that ring.
look, look, and Andre, he pretty good with his angles and pivoting. Like so, if he can control him that way, that's the route I think he should go. He should go ahead and try to outbox him for 12 rounds. Don't go in for the kill because if he do, I feel like he's gonna gas. So I do think Andre do have the potential to do it, but I just David he younger, got more energy. You know, he got more to prove. I feel like you know what I mean. So I think he gonna win by UD, David. But real quick though, with the Shakur stinker, right? I think the only thing Shakur did wrong is talk so much shit in the build up to that fight. Like during the press conference and the weigh-ins and all that, he was talking too much shit. If you knew you was injured and feeling the way you was feeling, why talk so much shit? I mean, so if you're gonna go out there and fight that fight, like it's cool because we seen it from before. So it's like almost I expect that sometimes, but you can't talk all that shit and then go out there and not perform. You know what I mean? So I think that's the only thing. But yeah, that's my call, fellas. You know what I mean? Y'all have a blessed day. Keep doing your thing. Do that marathon show after that Shakur night. Like you're a beast for that. You know what I'm saying? You're a
Nah,
beast. But
nah,
keep doing your thing.
it was the show, man. But I wish we could get back to immediate reactions. Like when the fight is over, I used to do a show, and
Right.
sometimes it'd be like midnight or even later, and then take calls. Like,
You
I
may
want to
feel
get
like it's
back
your
to
time,
that. But man,
Yeah.
appreciate you
but it's
again.
not your time.
All right. Stay blessed, bro.
You too.
Have a good one, champ.
All
Yo,
right.
so I am gonna play this, and I know that some of y'all gonna interpret it as hate, but just keep in mind that when Tank and Ryan was fighting, I was on everything. Everything. Everything Ryan said we did a show about. Everything Tank did, we showed you or we did a show about. And it's almost unfair not to show you this because obviously you are hardworking, you got things to do. It's not your job to be, you know, national treasure of boxing. I'm Nicolas Cage, not you. I go find all those hidden treasures, not you. I bring them back, put them on display for you. So you ain't got to waste time. You know what I mean? You ain't got to have an account to every social media account. That being said, interpret this for what it is, me showing you what's out there, but it's still extremely funny. So have a good day from the Breakfast Club of Boxing.
He's a runner, he's a track star. He gon' run away if he hits hard. He get to the bank, he can just talk. Can't hurt anyone cause his hands soft. Do not wanna hear but talk on Twitter. He gon' do the race just like this one. I didn't even pay, I wanna
Hey, yo, the
refund.
internet
He said,
undefeated.
"I didn't even pay. I want a refund." I'm crying.
Bruh,
I didn't
the
catch that the first
internet,
time I watched it.
oh, you watched this one too?
Yeah, this shit. I watched it
Cause
last
I
night.
watched yesterday's.
Nah, so last night, cause it started off. I'm pretty sure they made.
Can we play it one more
Yeah.
time just cause it was so creative?
Go ahead.
He's a runner, he's a track star. He gon' run away if he hits hard. He get to the bank, he can just talk. Can't hurt anyone cause his hands soft. Do not wanna hear but talk on Twitter. He gon' do
The
the
shit
race
is,
He
I
just
used
said,
like
to
this
"Oh my
one.
god, I
I
didn't
didn't
even catch
even
it." He
What,
said
what?
he don't want to hit. He talk on Twitter. Yo, whoever make this shit be having too much time.
wanna hear but talk on Twitter. He gon' do the race just like this one.
He gonna do the race, just not this one.
I didn't even pay, I want a refund.
I ain't even pay one a refund. Yo, the shit is like it hits harder for me because I truly, truly used to listen to that real song. What's the real song of that? Oh, she's a runner, she's a track star. Like,
Yeah.
come on, that was a hit. I played that shit for sure. No, in my whip. Like, come on, y'all know y'all played that shit. So the fact that they flipped that, whoa, shit was that's a hit, instant classic. Liam, what up?
Hello?
Yo,
You.
Yeah, what's up, fellas?
what's the word? What's the word?
Yo, Liam,
Yeah,
Liam, 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 I'm sorry. You know how it is, man. I missed the counterpunch. I'll be right back. No disrespect. That's what the cutting the line is. Everybody's a hardworking man. Mex at a truck stop somewhere. He got a counterpunch. My bad. My bad. I'm coming right back to you.
Kicking it with the lot lizards. Nah, let me stop.
Well, it's too cold for 'em up here in Texas today.
what, what up,
I ain't
champ? I'm just talking
sleeping or
shit.
anything.
I'm just talking shit.
Now I keep hearing people saying like, "Well, who can Canelo fight in May? Who could he fight in May?" You know, because I agree with one of the callers that said I've been saying the third fight is going to be David. Ness been telling y'all. It don't matter who he fights in May, bro. Like y'all are the same people that say, "Oh, well, Canelo can fight anyone. He's the draw." Look, Canelo could fight Danny in May, and callers like JT and J Mac gonna call him and say, "Well, Danny's he's always in the gym. He's always around Haney and them. You know, he got 27 standing eights against Matt. He might fuck around and beat Canelo. You know, them same guys will call and say that, man. So
Bro, Matt's your brother, bro. What the fuck?
that's why I can say it, bro. What the fuck? It's all right. He listening.
I miss Matt, man. Tell him call in. We got to play his intro.
Yeah. He's scared, bro. He been ducking the work, man. But anyway, yeah. Like I said, bro. The one caller's got right. Like I'm just saying, y'all be stressing, y'all be getting y'all blood pressure all up, y'all be in here screaming. Man, look, just wait till September. It's gonna happen, bro. I don't know, and I don't know
Are
who's
you
gonna fight in
worried?
May.
Are you worried?
I
Let me ask you, Max. Are you worried though? Dana's already confirmed they already got the sphere on lock for Mexican independence next year. He said
No,
that.
because
Okay,
because
no.
the right with the right fight, like let's be real, what was Jermel and Canelo really gonna do on Independence Day weekend? You know what I'm saying? The right fight will sell.
Mm.
Like Ness talked about, Canelo Chavez Jr. That shit went crazy. You know what I mean? And people who knew boxing knew he was gonna whip Chavez Jr.'s ass. They wasn't even gonna be close. But I mean, y'all was there. You know, Danny, I know you heard all about it. Danny, you know for a fact, this see, because people don't understand. Real Mexicans from Mexico, they'll like Brandon try to argue it, man, but Munguia, he's from Mexico. There was people that still believed that Chavez Jr. was gonna beat Canelo
Oh,
going into that
absolutely,
fight.
absolutely,
So
absolutely. In
trust me,
Mexico, and in Mexico, like my grandfather
yeah.
was living during that time. I would call, yo,
So
que dice la gente? What the people saying? You feel me? So for sure.
to us, like Munguia might not be that guy, but trust me, a Mexican versus a Mexican, that's a big deal. So not that I'm pushing for that fight, but of what's available and what's likely, I mean, I don't know if I want to see Marlon there right away. I think Marlon David could be next, and maybe we set something up. But that's all I got on my counterpunch. I'll send that over to you, man.
All right.
Appreciate the call, champ. You the man.
All righty then. Liam, what up?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Appreciate you.
Yeah, I got Benavidez by stoppage round 7 through 9 for plus 600. You know what I'm saying? I think anybody who's picking Andre is overlooking a couple things. I think. Did you see
Bro, that's straight
Andre?
up a knockdown. Like, I just seen that shit. That's a knockdown. My man beat him to the body through like 3 body shots. That's a knockdown. That
But
Andre
did you see?
knockdown is a knockdown. I'm sorry.
Did you see?
I'm rewinding that time. Go ahead.
You see Andre throwing mitts with Rozier?
Nah. When? Where?
It was a couple weeks ago, but my point is, right? Andre, he's fighting completely different. Like he's not throwing them loopy shots, not lunging in and being sloppy like he is. Like Rozier got him settled in. He's throwing like crisp shots right now. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's kind of too late for that. Like it's kind of too late in his career to fine tune all that. And when David applies the pressure, it's going to frustrate him, and he's going to revert back to being sloppy, throwing them looping shots. He got this one thing right.
where whenever he throws a hook, he lunges in and kicks his feet forward, and then his back foot becomes his lead foot, and he's vulnerable, and he just hasn't fought competition like crazy competition enough where they're gonna. Well, he's never been in there with like a killer that's gonna take advantage of that, and that's my second point is that his level of opposition. You know what I'm saying? Like he hasn't fought nobody for real, bro. And when that from the opening bell, I think Benavidez is gonna apply pressure. You know what I mean? Andre is going to revert back to his old ways, get caught up, and he's going to get stopped like late, seven and ninth. That's my call. Thanks, guys.
All right, champ.
All right,
Appreciate you.
all right. Let's see. Fuck around and find out.
Word. Who we got on the phone lines? Phone lines are open if you
J
guys want to
Mac.
call
Yo,
in.
yo,
Champ.
you knew to come to me right after that egregious call. Man, what's that dude name? Do he want? Is he willing to place a wager on that? I mean, let's get to that. For as him talking about Andrade is too. Oh man, shout out to Supermax. You know my that's one of my sons back there. Man, they just want shout out daddy name every time they get the chance to. But you know what it is. Man. Oh, he said. Oh, He said we're calling. Nah, see, Supermax, don't get it twisted. You know me and J Mac, JT full time haters. Don't get it twisted. We just because we say Danny got a chance, that don't mean they got a lot of troll. They got a wishing on upon a star type shit going on. But we've been pretty consistent, so don't confuse the callers. We just haters. So we gonna pretty much try to find a guy, a bum across the street, getting under the bridge, just getting off his fix, hoping that he get a chance to beat Canelo. So I mean, just don't confuse the listeners, man. Let them know what it is. We just be hating full time on Canelo. Um, the last caller, he said some things where I don't know how long he been watching Andrade fight. He said it's too late and this and that, and Rosaire got him doing this. Andrade is an Olympian. He was a very talented fighter and been known for his highly skill set, whether we agree with his boxing style or not. How sloppy, how he looks to throwing his punches. I understand why he throws punches that way. To a lot of guys, it looks, I guess, awkward because they're not willing to do it. As you evolve as a fighter, you fight where you fight, and he's been undefeated doing it. So I'm going to say it's against the competition. I'm going to say, well, I'm going to say the competition, and I'm going to also say I look at the styles of fighters he do it against. Benavidez, Mr. Cross his feet and walk everybody down at 168. He gonna need more than that come fight night. So when you watching the fight and you wondering why it's so competitive, why David this, why David that, and matter of fact, did you watch David against Caleb last fight? And how hard it was for David to eventually catch up with Caleb until Caleb realized he didn't have another option or didn't know how to fight on the inside to keep David at bay, and all he had to do is fight on the back foot and depend on the referee to save him from getting punched through the ropes. Well, Andrade, unlike Caleb, the Andrade does know how to fight on the inside. So the knockdowns that he get, the reason why you got to look for those because David crosses his feet a lot, and being that he don't fight behind his jab, and he's not efficient in fighting behind his jab with the hand speed, it's gonna be a lot of catching up. Now maybe he may have a chance when Andrade standing in front of him, but at the same time, Andrade fights on angles. So I didn't see David fight against a Kieran Davis. Shout out to Alex with the name, and I didn't see him have to catch up with guys that move around. I think Andrade is a world class fighter. I think we go fuck around and find out what it is. A lot of people count him out. I guess you go fuck
You
around and
may
find
feel
out
like it's your
who he
time,
is. Like I said,
but
it's
it's
me
not your
again.
time.
Shout out to Andrade for the
Champ,
upset.
don't forget who else in his corner though. That's
Who
why,
that?
man. He been at Snack this whole camp working with the great Remy Kasimich,
Hmm.
world class track coach.
Hmm.
Working with the likes of Victor Conti. Obviously, Uncle Dre been there the whole duration of camp. And bro, I've known some of the guys he's had in there for sparring some very good work. You know,
I know Chavez, Angel Chavez. Who else he had?
um, my boy Stephen Gaffard out of
Okay,
out of Florida.
I heard.
And then Ethan Smith, Las Vegas amateur, about to turn pro. One of the and
Okay, he brought Ethan out there.
yeah, he a cruiserweight.
Really?
Yeah, Ethan's a cruiserweight.
I mean, in the amateurs then, because like, what is cruiserweight in the amateurs? 200? It can't be 200, bro. No fucking way.
Bro, what you think he
No
fighting
way,
at?
bro.
What you
No
think he
way,
fighting at?
champ. My champ. Don't make me go to the gym just to ask Ethan. There's no fucking way. No way.
I'm asking you, what do you
No.
think he's fighting at?
75 at best. At best. At best. There's just no way, bro. Cruiser? Bro, you ain't see the difference when Shakur's middleweight was spawned for superweights, the super cruiserweight. Almost gave away his name. The super cruiserweight, man, knock it off, bro. There's a huge weight difference between them divisions. If Ethan gotta be 175 at
We
best.
about to find out. About to find out.
At best. Let me see. We got Tip
Oh no,
Bellis
okay,
in a
yeah. Nah,
check-in.
you right, light heavy. My
Damn,
bad.
on the nail.
I mean, not really.
What my man Jay-Z said.
If you want me to be technical,
Jay said
if you
something
want,
like,
no. If
all
you
right,
want
go
me
ahead.
to be
No, go ahead. I'm
technical,
gonna Google my line better so I can sound better.
if you want me to be technical, it was definitely, or technically, cruiserweight, but it was closer to light heavyweight. So that's why I'm like, nah, you right, light heavyweight. You feel me? No, all right, all good.
Fucking Googling the lyrics. That takes so long.
Bro,
See, this ain't how I wanted it. Just give me
so
my line.
F1 in Vegas.
Okay.
Bro.
I'm a block away from hell.
Uh-huh.
Not enough shots away from stray shells.
Ooh.
An ounce away from triple beams, still using handheld weight scales. Damn. So he ain't got the scale, but he could just see it. From working with it so much, he could just see what it weighs. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. From being in the gym so much, I could just see what a dude is.
Mm.
Feel me? That's how I related those lines. Tip, what up? Tip.
Shit, he might fight low as a pro.
Might, but right now he 175.
Technically, 177.
Yo, Jose Pereira's from Mexico. All this time I thought Pereira was like Brazilian or Portuguese.
The best Mexican
Tip,
boxer
what
who's
up?
scared of another Mexican, lame as fuck.
No tip. We going on to Peso Polo.
Yo, what's up, Ness? What's up, Danny? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están? ¿Qué
Bien,
Yeah.
pasó,
bien.
Ness?
Chilling.
Yeah, man, I heard earlier, man, that Ortiz talked about MMA. I'm like, tell them to get the fuck out of here, bro. They don't make all the fights, bro. There's a lot of fights that never got made. Like,
For sure.
boxing is a business, bro. I'm like you, Ness. Like, I can wait and shit. So I understand if, he fights Munguia and then Benavidez fights Charlo and they build it up. Like, it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure that's why they're, like, putting the bro on the undercard. He watches bro get knocked out, unfortunately. Like, or if he gets, maybe his bro pulls the upset. But, bro, like, they're building these fights so they can eventually happen. That's why with AJ and Wilder, like, there's a reason they're, common opponent. And then, I don't know, boxing fans just complain about everything, bro, at the end of the day. I know, like, sometimes it can get stressful, like, waiting for a fight, but it's like, bro, Munguia has a fan base. Like, that fight will sell, bro. And like you said, it would do better than Chavez. Like, maybe if you're a Munguia fan, it won't go your way
Yeah,
or,
no, I don't know about
upsets.
that. Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
What?
I don't know that it does better than Chavez.
You crazy.
It does, bro.
Yeah,
It
no, I
does,
don't know
man.
about that.
Like,
I
I don't know
mean,
about
it
I ain't
that.
does.
gonna.
It does.
I'll give you my argument after his
All
call.
right.
Bro, it does, bro. Come on, bro. How not? Bro, Munguia is better than
No,
Chavez.
no,
Chavez
no. I'm
just had
not.
the
I'm
name,
not
but
saying that. I'm not saying that. You said a bigger.
No, better. Does
No.
better numbers.
better. He's better. He's
Oh
big.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. I don't think it does
pause,
better
but
numbers. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
why not? Like, bro, it could easily, bro.
Bro,
Munguia has a fan base.
he's way better. He is way better than Chavez Jr. was, but to me, his father held too much importance in that fight, bro. People was literally betting, not just picking him like, oh, I
Picking him.
got him. No. I know people that put thousands of dollars on Chavez
Oh,
Jr.
I know.
Thousands of
trust me, I
dollars
know,
on
bro.
Chavez
Like,
Jr.
and I mean, bro, you don't think people are gonna put money on Munguia,
No, for
bro?
sure,
People are gonna put.
bro. I'm not saying that. Look, the line is gonna be closer. I think it's a closer fight. It's a tougher fight.
I say he'll be like a 6-1, 5-1 underdog, but people are still gonna put, bro. There's people that know that. I'm not picking him because I respect the guy, but like bro, it's still a good fight. Like it still does numbers. It's still a good. I don't know why people complain. He fights Charlo. They complain. He fights like, bro, the David fight. There's 2 fights left on whatever deal he took. Like eventually, he's gonna end up fighting. Those guys that people cry about. But it's like, I think David wins this weekend in a competitive fight. But yeah, like it's gonna get lined up. I just feel like boxing fans complain about everything.
Look, man, I'm just saying, not named Golovkin, his last $1 million or million pay-per-view buy was
Cotto
against
almost did a million. Remember Cotto? I mean, like, bro, if you fought Berlanga, that shit definitely does. Like,
Plant almost did a million. He's not fucking Mexican,
bro.
bro.
But
Don't even
you
yeah,
like.
talking
bro,
about
bro, you gotta
almost?
understand the
You
pay per view
can't
market
win with
changed, bro. If
Danny.
you if you do over 500, that's
That's your
good. It's just the
almost
pay per view
$17
market
million
changed,
dollars
bro.
away.
Like,
That's your almost.
Bro, it's
no,
gonna
but I mean,
hit.
You
it's
may
still
feel
No,
like
better
it's
I
than.
your
I
hear
mean, I
you,
don't
time,
but
know,
you
bro.
talking
Like,
about
but it's
almost
not your
$17
time.
million dollars don't seem like almost to me. We
Thank you for
$17
calling
million
in.
dollars short.
I'm saying almost because we at 800,000, and to do a million, we only need 200,000.
I know,
But
bro, but again, that's an extra. You asking for an extra 25% of what they already did.
that's what
I'm
I
not.
believe.
I'm not saying. Oof. Yeah, I don't want to say it's not capable, but bro, like I just remember the hype that fight had. I remember the buzz the fight had.
But buzz hype.
Sells fights, yes, it does.
There's not gonna be more people that believe in Chavez over the amount of people that believe in Munguia.
May,
Munguia's actually a
maybe,
really fighter.
maybe amongst the diehards, yeah. I,
Nah, I think in general public, like
I think the
Munguia's
general
a
public just
real
don't know him
fighter.
like that.
I don't know. I
And
doubt it.
no, but look, bro,
But I get you. There's an argument. I'm not trying to argue because there is an argument since he's been on the zone. The zone doesn't release U.S. numbers, so we don't know who's watching him in the U.S. We don't know who's watching him in Mexico because they got Mexico territory, right? There's the zone in Mexico, or is it free?
absolutely no.
Well, there
I
you
think
go.
it's like $2 a month, right?
Tip, trying you again.
That's an interesting take, man. I'm glad. I'm glad,
Yo, can you hear
Yes,
me? Can you hear
We
me?
yes,
hear you. We
yes,
hear you.
yes, yes.
Bet, bet. Let's break it down. Demetrius Andrade versus David Benavidez, man. Uh, this is actually an interesting fight. Um, the thing I'm looking for from Boo Boo is how if David's gonna have to control this fight with his jab. David's gonna have to have a better jab, and I think David does have a better jab than Andrade. Question is, how is Boo Boo gonna take away his jab? When I watch Boo Boo, Boo Boo's a guy. He uh he takes advantage of opportunity and moments. Like if there's an empty moment in a fight, Boo Boo is the type of guy to jump on that and then throw punches and combinations. And I think what he does well and how he can take away David's jab is by smothering. I think this fight will be fought on the inside a lot. And it may play out in Davis' favor. It may not. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how Boo Boo's able to shift. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy who can use that jab or just probe his lead hand. You know what I'm saying? And throw counter uppercuts with the left, or come with a 3 punch, maybe 4 punch, 5 punch combinations. You know what I'm saying? After that, uh, David on the other hand, man, it's tough. He's gonna have to find ways to cut Boo Boo off in the ring and just be able to keep that jab on him and land the punches he wants to the upper body. I don't think he's gonna be able to break him down like he did Caleb Plant and Kyron Davis. He doesn't move like them. He is a different type of athleticism when it comes to Demetrius Andrade, and when people try to compare him to Caleb Plant, is completely different. But if I got to favor somebody in this fight, I might favor Benavidez by split decision. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's gonna be a close fight. Another thing, I think Benavidez, in order for him, he needs to punch with Andre. He like how we were talking about how people were talking about how Edwin needed to punch, how he's good at punching with other punches. David Benavidez needs to punch with Andrade in order to like really hurt him. If he doesn't do that, he's gonna have a low chance of slowing him down. Like you got to punch with him. I think if he's able to punch with Andrade, he could get a knockdown. I don't see Boo Boo knocking down David, but I can't see David knocking down Andrade if he punches with him. But yeah, that's my call for the most part.
All right, champ.
Alex, what up?
Oh wow, straight to it. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Oh, good morning. My bad. Can you hear me? On my phone.
Now we hear you.
All right, all right. Yo, I think I sent you a graphic. If I'm not mistaken, the press conference is today in like over an hour. I think. Oh no, I think it's like 5 o'clock, 2 o'clock Pacific. That's why I was looking for my phone right now, which is really weird, don't you think? For them to have the press conference on a Tuesday. Hello.
What up, champ?
My
You can
bad.
hear me?
Yeah.
No, I was saying, I think the press conference is today.
Yeah, in LA.
That's weird. Why?
So my theory is that LA just has a larger number of media, and Thanksgiving is Thursday, so they weren't expecting. I just assume they're not expecting the media to come till probably Friday. So they're like, let's help ourselves in helping the media by making it in LA. That way, if they're not there for the media workout Wednesday and they don't come till the weigh in Friday, we've still been able to give content to those platforms. I mean, it makes sense, bro. Like Fight Hub, Ellie, uh, KO Artist Sports, Pheno Boxing, like all those are based in LA, you know. So I get it.
Oh man, I don't think I've ever really noticed them to do that before, though.
No,
Like
I've
on
never
the fight
noticed that.
week.
I've never noticed that either. But you haven't noticed in recent years of pay per view Thanksgiving weekend either.
That's true. I mean, the only other one I can fight that was Thanksgiving was the Tio Cambosos, which was like what 2 years ago.
And that
I
was
can't
in
really
that
recall
yeah
another
that was in New
quote unquote
York.
big fight.
That was a New York non pay per view. So
Right, right, right. No, yeah, man, it's quite interesting. Just yeah, it just caught my eye. But man, I'm excited for this fight. It's such a good fight. I think no matter how it goes, I think it's gonna be a chess battle. Now, will it be like a Shakur chess battle? I think honestly, it's gonna be up to Andre on how that fight goes. If it goes in that kind of sense, because he is seen as the defensive fighter. The guy that he's awkward. He's so strange. You hear his own trainers and even Rozier talk about it. There's so many things he does that you don't quote unquote correct it because look where it's gotten him. He's a three-time two-weight champion, undefeated. I mean, you've seen him do everything. You've seen him box to victory. You've seen him power through guys like Jason Quigley Wiggly. He gets knockdowns. He can basically dominate rounds when it kind of feels like when he chooses to. When he's really on, I mean, it's no doubt he's winning these fights. He's winning these rounds clearly. There's not much controversy when it comes to Demetrius Andrade and the decision. So this is going to be obviously his toughest task. And David Benavidez, man, people were saying a couple years ago he's fought nobody. He's got the Caleb Plant fight. I think people don't really give him credit for that Anthony Durrell fight. I guess because it got stopped on cuts. But you've seen him fight different styles, and he's proven. He's the guy. He's the guy you got to get through, and that's why I think everyone wants the winner to face Canelo. So I think these guys know this is it. This is the big time. David Benavidez wants to be a star, pay-per-view star. Andre wants to get that Canelo fight. He can't afford it to be a stinker. Neither of them can. And I just don't see it happening that way. I think Andre, I gotta say, I've discredited him a little too much. When reviewing everything he's done, reviewing his fights, I mean, he really is an all-around fighter. It could just be ugly at times because he's just so awkward that you don't know if he's not he doesn't have his balance. You don't know if he's hurt. He's just so strange, and I think it's going to give Benavidez problems. It's going to be Andre's always shown he's a great, he's a fast starter, and Benavidez has shown over again he gets better as the fight goes. So I'm very interested in this fight, very excited, and I really can't wait. I got to say, thanks boxing for giving us another great fight this year. And yeah, Saturday I will be watching from the prelims all the way to the end. That's my call, man. Appreciate it.
All right, Alex. J Mac, I see you there. Are you trying to come back? In the meantime, we got Tony Boswell upgraded the membership to that contender level. Appreciate you. And if we don't have another counterpunch from J Mac, or I don't owe him anything, we are all done. We got no more callers. Nes GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one.
Ringwalk Danny, Instagram and Twitter. We might do Untitled today since we didn't do it yesterday. So be on the lookout. Have your notification bell turned on. It's telling you right there, right? Hit that subscribe. Wait. Right there. Hit that notification bell right there. And catch us on the next one. That's GTO, Ringwalk Danny, the boxing voice. Arriba, Dirch.
Peace.